You guys like pizza? I know I do. I love pizza. I'm Italian. I'm disappointed that since I moved out here to the West Coast, there is not a real authentic East Coast Italian style pizza out here. Would you like to have a pizza party with me? Mamma mia! Make it a pizza pie! Pizza pie! Felipe! Pizza pie! Turn on the ovens! Mozzarella! And delicious! Take the dollars and roll it out, toss it in the air! Pizza pie! Make it a pizza pie! Pizza pie! Felipe! Pizza pie! Pizza pie! Delicious! Pizza pie! Pizza pie! Pizza pie! Turn on the ovens! Salvano cheese, Salvano greasy shit, crazy meat, weird sauce. The sauce has these big chunks of tomato that are very well seasoned, that are really good. Turn on the ovens and burn all the pizzas. Mamma mia! Make it a pizza pie! Pizza pie! Felipe! Pizza pie! Turn on the ovens. Mozzarella! And delicious! Take the dollars and roll it out, toss it in the air. Pizza pie! Make it a pizza pie! Greasy shit! Pizza pie! Felipe! Pizza pie! Weird sauce! Pizza pie! Delicious! Pizza pie! Pizza pie! Pizza pie! Mamma mia! Make it a pizza pie! Pizza pie! Felipe! Pizza pie! Turn on the ovens. Mozzarella! And delicious! Take the dollars and roll it out, toss it in the air. Pizza pie! Make it a pizza pie! Greasy shit! Pizza pie! Felipe! Pizza pie! Cheese! Pizza pie! Delicious! Pizza pie! Weird sauce! Pizza pie! Crazy meat! Pizza pie! Turn on the ovens. Now on to the more exotic seasonings. These seasonings are catered more towards Italians. If you're not Italian, you don't like these kind of seasonings, you don't have to use them. But I'm Italian and I love it.
Now all of a sudden, the camera has been turned back at him. And he's like, wait, no. What do you mean, wait, no? It's your turn, bro. This beat is so Chino. About to go medieval on this American tech reviewer. He's a fucking pedo. Discord server of unspeakable evil gooning out to cuties. Then sweep it up. Like Vito, your bank accounts approaching zero. So you hacked into Jay's PC and took his De Niro. Your parents take care of your kids on the D-Lo. Don't listen to your mom, because what the fuck does she know? Make believe making beats in your parents' home. But make believe don't mean shit on the streets of Rome. Manic episode, now you feel incredible. Do something regrettable, maybe something federal. Your Dropbox is full of photos that are questionable. Don't give a fuck, time to slam another edible. Playing Elden Ring and smoking dope. Stressed by an iPad from Best Buy so you could cope. I would tell you to jump, but you'd break the rope. It's because you're too fat. Now you get the joke. This goes over your head like Evel Knievel. You're acting kind of emo. Cry harder like a baby. Bambino, you're just a childish capo. But I am Gambino. Don't you know who I am? I won fourth place at Evo. Time to bring up another Zeno. Say hello to the little friend of Pacino. This is Vegas, son. I'll send you back to Reno. There's only room for one mob in this casino. I'm going to persevere. I'm going to punch through the boundaries. I'm going to become, that person that they say I can't be. And I'm going to be successful no matter what. But even though I have done that, there's still this back here. This song. In the back of my neck, the back of my head, the back of my mind. Trying to hit this beat on time. Keep my eyes wide open, looking on the horizon. I'm putting my time in. Digging up this mine, searching for a cherry diamond. Looking for these nuggets of truth, I need to find them. But until then, I'll carry on grinding. 1 year older, alcoholic former. I can feel the dark side getting colder. I made a deal with the devil on my shoulder. All I can do is to keep the demons in the corner. Give my pig a fish, feed him for a day, but don't take away his bottle of Tanqueray. 1 more drop and we'll be okay. Or maybe I should save it for a rainy day. Take another trip down to Total Wine. Pour another drink in my cup. Drink it all down. To the bottom line, all this money, it'll never be enough. Now I think I'm feeling fine, so I polish this rhyme like a diamond in the rough. Try to free my mind, put my nose to the grind, put my pen to the paper when things get tough. Don't believe in the lies of he, cause I'm a super blind man, but I still see the blackest eyes like a black-eyed pea. Words crystallize as I'm flowing on the beat. Look into the water at my reflection. 512 with a mayonnaise complexion. Drink some whale tail from my depression. Captain Ahab on a ship with no direction. I am a man sitting on an island alone with 2 gin bottles and a microphone. Writing my message on a scroll and throw it into the dense sea like a skipping stone. Spinning in this vortex unknown. Riding on a whale until I'm home. It's not that deep, but don't look below, cause before you know it, you'll get caught in the undertow. Take another trip down to Total Wine. Pour another drink in my cup. Drink it all down. To the bottom line, all this money, it'll never be enough. Now I think I'm feeling fine, so I polish this rhyme like a diamond in the rough. Try to free my mind, put my nose to the grind, put my pen to the paper when things get tough.
I'm not Asian, damn it.
What the? There's a black man.
Can I see your driver's license, sir?
I don't have one right now.
Dispatch, we have a collision near Renton between 2 black suspects.
Huh? No, I'm not black, honestly. I can prove it. Cat, come out here. I need you to tell these cops who I am.
Allahu Akbar.
You're under arrest.
Look at that! She's huge!
Well, hello. What is going on, everybody? It's your boy Duty in the house. What's poppin'? What's going on? Yeah, that's right. Radical Jaws got it correct. That's right. Duty is becoming a Pokemon channel. Act. 100%. Woo! Hey, man. I see how much cheddar DSP is getting. That money, man. He's making bank off of it. So I was like, you know what? I might as well jump on the boat and make some money as well. Duty loves money himself, so you never know. All right, hold on a second. Let me see what the hell's going on. Chat highlight. Why is my chat highlight not working?
Got people on Kick. Thanks for all the moral support. However, it sure would be great if you give me some real support.
Folks. Let me get 1 second real quick, and then we can go on with the show. Close, and then bam. There you go. Radical Jaws, brother, thank you for being a member for 19 months. Good Lord, you're one of the oldest members out there. Pretty soon, once you hit the 24 month, you're going to get a special crown. Oh, I think, or a badge or something. I'm not sure. Anyway, what is up? What's up, everyone? Hope everyone is doing well. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you guys coming out, hanging out. And Buckwell in the house. What's up, Buckwell? How you been, brother, man? Good to see you here. Well, I'm good to see you on Cake. What's up, Penguin? How you doing, brother? Dreambird in the house. What's going on? Bungle, what's going on, brother? And, of course, Streamlabs is holding it down in the chat with most messages over there on Cake. But that's okay. We're growing Cake little by little. It's okay. Alrighty, so we got a pretty jam-packed show. My apologies for starting this a little later than normal. But, as you guys know, I had to film 3 videos today. That's right, I had to film 3 videos. That is the real Buckwell. Yes, it is. I had to film 3 videos, and then I had to edit them and put them in one video, and you know, get it out for this unique thing that we're doing. That's right. I guess. I don't know, but before we start, I want to say big ups everyone. I know I forgot to post the winner of the May giveaway. I'll do that today. Again, I apologize. I've been busy with a little bit more stuff, but I'll post that today, and then I'll make sure to also post. I'll also post a thread for the giveaway for this month. So I'll do that today. I swear to God, my apologies. I didn't mean to slack off on that. And the second thing I wanted to talk about is right here, folks. Take a look at this glorious, beautiful Begamon card. That's right. We've settled on the name of our own pack, so we're creating packs. That's right. I think I talked to you guys about this before. We're going to be doing the first series is going to be about 50 cards, right? I found a company that's willing to make the cards and everything. They're going to be kind of in the Pokemon style, not Pokemon. It's going to be different. This is going to be called Begamon cards. Okay. So this is our first finished card, and of course it's none other than our girl Cat. That's right, this is in honor of Cat. Yes, Begamon. Yes, this is in honor of our girl Cat, because you guys know that we care for Cat. We deeply do. You know, we wish nothing but the best for her. That's right. And this is our first card. It's done, it's complete, and it's Rat Cat. And can someone tell me the lore behind this card? If you look at the card, what am I representing here? You gotta look really closely. Look real close. You gotta look at the eyes. You gotta look at the character itself. Where is she at? Can someone get the lore? The raccoon, yes. What else? Let's see. Raccoon eyes. That's one. Yes, that is. No, it's a raccoon. Nope. Tevin made her cry. But where specifically is she crying? Where specifically? Yes, that's right. She's crying downstairs. Poor Cat. In her moo-boo. Yes, that's the lore. Our girl Cat is downstairs literally crying. Okay, so I wanted to show you this because this is the type of cards that you're going to get in your pack. So every one of them is going to have a little bit of lore. It's going to tie a meme into it. One of the other ones we're working on is the palette. The palette. So it's kind of DSP memes and stuff like that. Shouldn't it be a horse? Well, Buckwell, there's a song called Raccoon Eyes that's synonymous with Cat, because she used to wear she still does. She used to wear very heavy makeup, especially eyeliner, and people thought she looked like a raccoon. So we decided to go with Rat Cat as her character, and she's downstairs literally crying like she always does. So yeah. So I'm very excited about this. So this is amazing. So as you can see, it's gonna have statistics, and it's gonna have a rule, right? Just like Pokemon, it's gonna have a rule. So the rule here is for her is loses all mobility when not in Japan. Rocket attack targets insanely loud noises. That's right. Oh, you know that. Big up. Pixar Animation is the GOAT. So yeah, so this is a collaboration, by the way, with me and Pixar. So, you know, we're working on these. So far, I think we have about 6 cards. We have about 6 cards, yeah. So the goal is to have 50, so that we can then send them to that company so they can make packs for us. Yes, there you go. I'm very excited. I'm gonna message you. Yeah, brother, Cricket Hound, if you want to join in, man, I'm more than happy to join in, brother. Pixar Animation is gonna need all the help he can get. But just as a reference point, Cricket, this is kind of what I'm looking for. And then we also have a this is what we're gonna, the other side of the card is gonna look like this. So it's gonna be this theme right here. You see how it says Begamon, and the middle of it is gonna be a light bulb shape thing. So there you go. So nothing like Pokemon, okay? I don't want Nintendo suing me. All right, I don't want Nintendo suing me. So there you go. Can we mail these to Phil? Well, I mean, if you wanna pick up a pack and send it to him, go ahead. That's fine. And the goal is, what I'm going to do is I found the company where they can, it's very similar to like the t-shirts company, where I make the designs, they make them, and then when people order them, they get shipped directly to them. So I won't have any involvement in any of this. It's just setting up the initial store, and then you guys can order whatever you want. The goal is to have 50 unique cards, and what I'll probably do is there'll probably be either a 5 or a 10 pack, depending on what you want. And yeah, they'll be random and so on. So there you go. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, and if I have enough time, maybe I'll come up with some instructions on a game. We could play the game. I don't know. And then maybe if you guys want, we can always play it on stream. I gotta be honest, I don't know how these card game things work. So I'm a little lost and confused. All right, so big ups Pixar. By the way, I am getting the intro this week, so I'm hoping for Friday we'll have a new intro. And then the ad will be coming soon too. So we got a lot going on, man. I gotta get a lot done before I head to Japan. So I'm hoping Pixar, wherever you are, brother, I hope you're ignoring your children and your family and your job and getting this done for me, okay? Seriously, I need you to get this done, man. I don't want to wait for a couple of months to publish this shit. I want to get it out, all right, brother? So I'm counting on you. Okay, all right. Now, on to the next thing. So as you guys know, that's right. Yesterday, I went out. That's right. I had Duty's Misadventure. That's right, Duty's Misadventure. And I was scared, folks. I really was. So I posted this yesterday both on Twitter and X. On Twitter and the YouTube. And I said, here's the post right. So I said, I risked my life today. I went to GameStop. I took precautions, made sure no detractors were hiding in the bush, prepared to attack. I managed to persevere and purchase 3 Pokemon Mega Evolution Chaos Rising packs. We'll be unpacking today. That's right. So I told you guys, get the Velcro wallets out. So yes, this is a legit picture. This is a GameStop about, I don't know, like 2-3 miles away from my house. Did I spell that right? Persevere? I hope I did. I don't know. This is a GameStop not too far away from my house. It's like the only one in like a vicinity of like 100 miles. Yeah, they were like $7 a piece or whatever. So I got 3. I'm not going to buy a whole box. But just to let you know, brother, they had all the boxes. They had the box Phil paid $350 for, $150. The same fucking pack, the same box, and they had plenty of them. Hey, what's up, Wild Bill? They had plenty of them. I mean, and I asked the lady that was there. I said, is it like a shortage? She was like, no, all our GameStops are packed with Pokemon stuff. And I was like, really? Oh, okay. So yeah, Phil could have just gone to his local GameStop and picked up a couple boxes with no problem. Yeah. Well, Shane, those boutique stores that just sell cards, they probably sell them for a little bit more. But if you go to like GameStop or whatever, they sell them for whatever the retail price is. So there you go. Oh, look, the scalper redeemed the soundbite. Big ups, brother. I appreciate that.
It's been tough.
It's been tough.
My life has been tough.
My life has been tough.
Decade. It has.
Yes. All right. So I ended up getting 3 of these. I paid like $7 a piece, which I thought was pretty reasonable. And yeah. And then this morning, I ended up posting a quick little sneak peek. Here it is, folks. I know a lot of people were asking me, did I get the white gloves? Yes, I have a pair of white gloves from a funeral. I have a pair of white gloves from the funeral. I wanted to write gate gloves on them, but I felt like it was sacrilegious for me to write on a pair of gloves. And it was my aunt's funeral. I was the pallbearer. I was one of the pallbearers, so I thought it was disrespectful for me to write gate glove on her gloves. I have it as a memento of her. So I was like, no, if I do this, I'm probably gonna go to hell. So what I did was I ended up just getting a pair of rubber gloves and then just wrote Gape on one side and then glove on the other. That's right. So as you can see here, the card's right here, and I did I did it really easy. So I have the video. Overpaid on packs, but GameStop is slightly above manufacturer. $7. It was $7.99 a piece for the packs. I guess I don't know. The draft? No, my aunt did not have gout. No, she had brain cancer. She had brain cancer. No, she was a 2-time cancer survivor. She had breast cancer, uterine cancer, and then at the end she ended up developing a brain tumor. And it's pretty, you know, it's a sad story, but she kind of went out. She went out like a G. She said, you know what? I'm not gonna keep doing this. I'm gonna not seek treatment. She was like, I'm not gonna seek treatment, and I'm gonna go meet my Lord and Savior. That's right, big up. She's like, I'm gonna go hang out with Jesus. No, I didn't fall out. Well, kind of. I kind of did. He got upset with me, and I talked about this. First of all, I have no ill will towards Chill Murray. I wish him the best. I wish him nothing but the best. I think he's a good guy. I honestly think he's a good guy. But he got mad at me like a year ago over a joke that I made in one of my videos about him playing Street Fighter against Phil. And he took it personal, and he thought that I was being serious when I was just joking around. And then he got mad at me, and then I found out he was pissed off at me, and I apologized, and he didn't care. So I was just like, all right, well, I mean, what do you want me to do? Well, I already apologized. I was just joking. And we kind of, you know, don't chat or whatever. It is what it is, man. I wish him nothing but the best, though. I lost my aunt to rare lymphoma. No, yeah, man, yeah. Cancer's a bitch. So the third time she was like, yeah, I'm done. I'm not doing this. So she had about 8 months, and you know, she passed away after 8 months of cancer for the third time. So did you cry and tell him you're an alcoholic? No, I did not. No. But she was a great lady. She had 3 kids, bunch of grandkids. She lived a full life. She was a good woman. She was my mom's sister. Chill man, yeah, I know. Brian, yeah, that's what it is too. He takes it very personal, and you know, I don't know. I'm not that, you know. It's all right. It's okay. I don't mind. I mean, again, Chill Murray's a good dude. I really like him. He's me in my eyes. I'm still cool with him, but you know, if he's still upset over me over a joke, then I don't know what to say. And then Soulmate, thank you, brother, for the 100 kick, brother. Yeah.
Hello, Drew.
Yeah. You know me, man. I try not to beef and fight with anyone. What's up, like TJ in the house? Even TJ knows. TJ was there. TJ, people were asking me about Chill Murray. Then me and him have a falling out, and I just told him that he was mad at me for a joke that I made about Street Fighter or whatever. And I even told him, I said, I apologize. I said, dude, look, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. I was just joking. And he just didn't accept my apology, so whatever. LML Chill unblocked me when everybody was going after. Yeah, I saw the whole Ludwig thing, man. I think Ludwig's a pretty cool dude. I get along with Ludwig. I did give Ludwig some advice, though. I told him stop arguing with people. Like, it's just pointless. They're just trying to get under his skin, and he's going at it. So I don't know. I gave him my advice. What's up? Oh, 220 in the house, brother. What's up, brother? We got all the kick people here. You see, Pokemon brings out all of the DSP former supporters. That's right. That's what Sly told a month ago as well. Last time we seen it. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what to say, man. I can't. You know, if you're gonna fight with people online, brother, that's all you're gonna do is fight with people. So just like with Chill Murray, I'm not gonna fight with the guy. You know, he did a video or a stream where he talked about me and some DMs and shit like that, and I didn't respond to it. It was just like, all right, whatever. You know what I mean? You can't fight with everybody. You'll be on the internet all fucking day fighting with people. That's not my whatchamacallit, so whatever. Yeah, alright, enough talking about the negativity. Let's talk about something fun, and of course it's the Pokemon card. That's right. So you know what, you guys are gonna get a free one. That's right, I'm gonna do a free Pokemon pack opening for you guys. You only get one free one. I just got my order 2 days ago and finally back online. Yeah, brother. Yeah, alright, okay, alright, so this is what I'm gonna do. So I recorded the video. I recorded 3 videos of 3 unpacking. Let's just do one for fun, and then we're going to I'll narrate, and you guys can help me out. And then anyone, yeah, for free, that's right. And then anyone that wants to, anybody, you know, I do think we got one card that was worth some money. So you know, I can give it away or whatever. I really don't care. Did you even buy a box? No, I didn't buy a box. I bought just individual packs. I'm not gonna spend $300 or $150 on a gimmick here just to goof around. So what's up, Natsu? How you doing? All right, so let me go find my video, and then we can do this. All right, let's see here. All right, hold on. I unlisted the video, so I'm gonna do a segment. There you go. That's how I'm gonna make my money on it. I'm gonna do ad revenue. Did you use the app to verify the card? No, I haven't done that. Maybe you guys can do that. You know what? You guys can help me out. How about that? You guys can help me out, and you guys can tell me the value of the cards. How about that? There you go. Yeah, that's how we can do this. All right, so this video is 10 minutes long. I essentially, what I did was I consolidated the 3 videos into one. So here it is, folks. Round of applause for Duty doing this extra work. Yeah. Duty broke. No, yeah, the team. I am broke, brother. I am broke. Did you check with the consultant about the reseal? No, I double checked. It is resealed. It wasn't resealed. It's a legit pack. So, May brother, thank you again for the kick, brother. I appreciate it. Thank you. So I did confirm. Let's see here. Dreambird redeemed a highlighted message. He said Gape glove. That's so funny. Yeah, that's what they are. They're Gape gloves. Yes. If you are a connoisseur of a certain type of prawn videos or prawn genre, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Yes, the Gape gloves. All right, let's I don't know shit about me neither. Dude, I don't know shit about Pokemon, okay? I'm telling you right now, I don't know anything. All I know is Pikachu. That's all I fucking know. And to me, to be honest, I thought Pikachu was Pokemon. Like, I thought I used to call it Pikachu because I thought that's what Pokemon was. So my apologies, okay? So if I sound stupid or whatever, my apologies. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I played the video. This is pre-recorded. That's right. I'm like Wings of Redemption. Yes, it is pre-recorded. And we'll talk through it. So this is the first one. So this is pack 1. As you can see, I wrote a number 1 on it. This is pack 1. So like I said, this is the Pokemon card pack. This is the latest one. Duty and DSP don't both. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, but what difference is I admit that I don't know what I'm talking about. So, all right, let's go. All right, let's watch the video. Right, this is the first one. You guys get the first one for free. All right. So here you go. So first of all, right here, this is called Pokemon Chaos Rising, Mega Evolution Chaos Rising. So this is what's called a booster pack, I believe. Yeah, you can get the free code. Yes, dude, watch. I remembered everything. I got everything down pat. So as you can see here, this is my granite island in my kitchen. Yes, I cleaned everything off. I made sure that it was spotless. Everything is clean. There were no rough edges, nothing. The cards are in pristine condition. I didn't bend them. I did an amazing job. That's right. I would have had white gloves, but I didn't want to desecrate the memory of my aunt. Okay, I didn't want to write Gape gloves on my aunt's funeral, the gloves that I use for her funeral. Okay, all right, so let's watch this. The Gape gloves. Now I made a mistake. I wrote gloves backwards, so my apologies there. Or I wrote Gape up. I wrote Gape the wrong way. My apologies. I'm sorry. Oh, wait a minute. Wait, what am I doing here? Hold on. I gotta record this. I gotta make ad revenue. All right, let's do this. Ready? All right, you guys ready? You guys are gonna be part of a live video. All right, ready? Alrighty, okay, let's do this right now. Ready? I'm gonna play. Let's go. What is up, everybody? It's your boy Duty with another video. That's right, and I'm doing a podcast today. That's right, this is a live podcast. I decided I wanted to do something special for my community. That's right, not like I copied some other YouTuber. This is my idea. I decided to go out to GameStop and actually buy myself some Pokemon cards. That's right. And this is the first pack of 3. I decided to make a video, as you guys can see. As you can see here, the Pokemon cards. And this one is actually for free. That's right. Duty gives stuff away for free. He doesn't charge. And yeah, so let's open up the first pack here. So yeah, let's get into it. So again, this is a live stream. We're having a lot of fun. This is the Pokemon. That's right. The Gape gloves are in full effect. This is the Chaos Rising pack. That's right. Yeah, YouTube mode is straight on. All right, so this is me opening it. By the way, I did have a little trouble. The gloves made it a pain in the ass, even though they were elastic. It was still a pain in the ass. And also, I did have the same issue where I needed scissors, yes. So I know I made fun of DSP, but I can see why this was problematic. So, but don't worry, I did have a pair of scissors ready to go. Yes, oh, look at that. I'm so professional, that's right, look at me. Yeah, Jade, wherever you at, brother, I really hope you like this content, man. I really do. I really hope you like this content. No, there won't be any begging for money. So as you can see here, I opened up my first pack. There you go, nice. I showed it. I showed everyone the actual. I zoomed in, very professional. Very professional. So initially I thought about holding it, but I was like, that's too clumsy. All right, so then I pivoted. All right, so there you go. Look, Duty's about to pivot and actually do it the right way. So there you go, folks. This is the first, that's the code if you want to redeem it. That's right, all for free, not charging anything. There you go. Did you guys get the number? Make sure to redeem it. There you go. All right, and here you go. I laid the card down. I'm doing it the right way. Yes. Yes, here. All right, so the first card here is a basic energy card, whatever the hell that means. I don't know what that means. No, this is a granite countertop. It's a polished granite countertop. So that was the first one, the energy card. Okay. Here it is. My first card here is Gudra. HP 160. Let's see. Slimy sliding. I don't know what any of this shit means. I hope someone does. Chat, if you can you please tell me what this means if you know? Is it worth any money? Is this card worth any money? Is it a big pool? Is it like a Charizard? Let me know in the chat. That's right. And if you want one of these cards, you know, let me know. I'm more than happy to mail you the card. Sounds like a porno. Maybe, yeah, it is. All right, so here's the second card, folks, here. There it is. Ange Falletta. This looks like an extremely cheap-ass card worth nothing. And I really don't care. There you go. Yeah, whatever this is. Yes, there you go. 150 HP. That sounds amazing. Whatever the fuck that is. Okay, my next card here is Beldum. That's right. His powers, I guess, are headbutt and beams. And he has an HP of 70. It's a basic card. That's right. It's a basic bitch card. Worth literally nothing, I bet. I don't know. It's just try. There you go. But I mean, if somebody wants it, I'm more than happy to mail it to them. All right, the next one is a trainer card. It's a transformation something. Transformation Tom. There you go. Anything special with this? No, it just seems like another basic worthless card. That's right. Yes. Come on. What else? Let's see here. I think I did pick a really good card. Tauros, the bull. That's right. This is a quartering card. There you go. Target together. There's I don't know. It's just not worth anything. These cards suck, man. I got scammed. All right. The next one here is a trainer card. Great Hall Net. I could choose one or both. Whatever this means. I'm assuming this has something to do with the energy card. There you go. All right. Let me know if I'm going too fast. I can slow it down. All right. Here's Kakuna. 80 HP exoskeleton. This Pokemon takes 50% less damage from attacks. There you go. Yeah, there you go. Awesome. Sir, you aren't bending up. No, of course.
I really do. I need that money.
All right. Okay. Let's see. We got a contribution
I've been
here.
standing in the hallway looking into the vortex, tired of hearing him yapping about Pokemon cards. Just waiting for this to blow up in his face.
It will. It will. Don't worry. And by the way, he bought already another box. He just opened up the new box he bought. He already fucking purchased another box. And he paid almost $500 for this current box. And he, again, we're going to talk about how the addiction is evolving. He actually opened up a free pack because no one was donating. That's right. The addiction is gone from making money to, oh shit, I'm going to just spend it because I'm addicted. So, all right. My next card here is, thank you for the donation, brother. I appreciate it. And then the next card here is Fenkin, 70% HD, call for family. Yeah, again, I don't think this is worth anything, but there you go. That's right. I like the orange. The orange is a very pretty color. Okay, take it in, everybody. Take it in, suck it in, suck it in. All right, the next one here is a Beldum. Soulmate, thank you, brother, for the 100, brother. I appreciate it. I think I already got this card, so that was a duplicate. So I already got fucking gagged. I got a duplicate. All right, and then the next one here is an Octillery, 100% HP, Jet of Ink. Yeah, all right, there you go, folks. There you go. That was the first pack. All right, you got that one for free. You got that one for free. Now, you know what? I'm going to do the second one. Ready? Let's do the second one right now. Let's do the second one. Look, I'm going to give you a bonus pack, a second one for free. You got some nice looking hands there. Yeah, they're nice. I got some very muscular hands. They look puffy here because there was air in the... I had air inside. It was very quite annoying.
To pay my bills.
Woo! Thank you, brother.
The whole Pokemon arc is painful.
It is, man.
Holy crap balls.
It is. It is. You know what's painful about it? Okay, look. If it was like a cute 25-year-old woman, you know, doing this, I would think it was kind of cute or whatever, maybe a little sexy or whatever. But you got a 44-year-old man, Pig Roach, doing it. Even worse, I'm 50. Okay, I'm 50, so it's even worse so that I'm doing it. But I'm doing it in a mocking way, okay? Let's see, Nitro Glove, Trap Air. Yeah, that's why my hands look so fucking puffy. Which is fine, though, because you can actually read the gate gloves. So it's not a bad idea. All right, we're going to do a second pool. Ready? This is pack number 2. All right, look at that. Duty is giving free stuff for free. You're too generous. You need to follow. No, I'm not a successful business owner. There you go. All right, there you go. All right, so I'm opening up card pack number 2. That's right. Did you get a binder? No, I didn't get a binder. No. The cards are just trash. I'm gonna throw them out. And if there's something in here that you guys like, let me know. I'll maybe give it away or I don't know, give it to someone. $50 for IRL pack and $50 for a pack, and that. Yeah. It's insane. Look, Duty's having trouble. He's an old man. That's right. The arthritis has kicked in. I can't even open up the packs. That's okay. I got a trusty scissor. You should charge $49. Yeah, that's right. For $49.99, you guys can get a free pack. That's right. All right, here's the code, folks. Here, let me pause it for you guys. There you go. For anyone interested or playing the video game, here's your code, JP6TLKCMYZDHC. That's right. Good luck for anyone that wants this. Enjoy it. By the way, this was recorded in 4K. Yes, I have a 4K gloves. No, I explained the Redbird. Oh, sorry. Wait. I explained it. The only pair of white gloves I had were from my, there were those pallbearer gloves that you get from a funeral. And it was from my aunt. And I didn't want to write Gabe Glove. I didn't want to write Gabe Glove on the glove. I thought it would be, an insult to my aunt. So I didn't do it. So I got those Nitroso gloves and wrote Gabe Glove on it. So I rather do the Gabe Glove meme than the white glove meme. So, all right, this is basic energy. I'm assuming this has something to do with water. Okay. Reseal that. Yeah, it's the Gabe Glove. That's right. All right, first one here is Chestnut. HP is 180. Needly armor. If this Pokemon is the active spot and damaged by an attack from your opponent Pokemon, even if all right, whatever. There you go. Yeah, there you go. It's a pretty looking. I don't know, turtle? Is this a fucking turtle? I'm not sure what the fuck this is. All right, let's keep going. Why are you opening the pack? I'm opening the packs for free. I'm not charging anybody for this. This is free, brother. You guys, I'm giving 2 away for free. All right, this is Delibird. All right, Delibird. This is a kind of nice card. I like the blue. It's very nice. The HP is 90. Again, shitty pools. Nothing kind of really worth it. Is this a holofoil? Is this considered a holofoil? I don't even know what that means.
I need that money to pay my bills.
Make a thumbnail.
Make a thumbnail of you pulling a Pig Roach card.
Oh, I will. Yeah, you know what I mean? That is going to be the thumbnail. The thumbnail will be the one that I showed earlier of the card that Pixar Animation made for me called Rat Cat, which is Fat Cat. Yeah, definitely we're going to do that. All right, so let's keep going, folks. That'll be the thumbnail to this video. And yes, we are doing a live recording of the pools. So if you guys miss this podcast, you'll be able to see it. And again, Gonzalez, thank you, brother, for the $1.99, brother. I appreciate the love and support. All right, there you go. They're getting a little sticky. All right, Roxy Performance. During your opponent's next turn, their poison Pokemon can't retreat. Oh, yes, that's exciting. I'm glad that I got that. Okay, let's see what else. My next card here is Sodo Woodo. Okay, looks like a dildo. Looks like a wooden dildo. Is this worth any money? Does anyone know? I'm not too sure, but look at that. Look, he's sticking out his penis. All right, good job there. All right, let's see what else here, folks. All right, the next one here is Alvolg. Icebreaker, okay, 160 HP. I'm assuming the more HP they have, the better the card is. I'm guessing. I don't know. Maybe you guys can help me. And of course, the duty fucked up. Look, it's Remeroid. Or Remerade. It sounds like hemorrhoid. He's a sharp fin, whatever the hell that means. Okay. Let's keep going. I'm sorry. It looks like I sped up the card pack opening, so my apologies. The next one is Vulpix. The HP is 70. It looks like it's a gay furry. It looks like it's a gay deer furry. Yeah, there you go. Let's see here. If you guys could tell me more about the lore, I would appreciate it. Here's Flaffy. 90 HP. It's a wool Pokemon. Okay, very nice. And here is the last card, folks. It's Phanpy, I think. Mud Slap. Yeah, there you. As you can tell, by the way, I started getting disinterested in this grift pretty quickly because when you don't know what you're doing, you kind of get bored quickly. So, yeah. So this is the third pack. You know what? Let's do it. I'm gonna do a 3 for 0. That's right, 3. I'm gonna give you guys 3 packs for free. That's why. Might as well. You know what I mean? There should be no reason why I charge. All right, here's the third pack, folks. The third and the final pack. And I think I actually get a Vulpix, the Firefox Pokemon. Thank you, Foxware. I appreciate that. Let's see here. All right, this is the last one, folks. I think I got something here. I think I ended up getting like a $20 card here, if I'm not mistaken. So I think we got one good pull out of the 3 packs. Yes, anything worth any money. There you go. Again, this is the same pack. Let's see here. Yeah, 3 for free. Yes, that's right. I'm trying to suck you guys in so that when I buy more packs, you'll pay extra money for those.
Money. Sub.
Oh my lord! Thank
Does
you,
moral
TJ, for
support
being a
help
member.
open packs?
Yes.
Spoon.
Yes, brother. Moral support does help. Alrighty, here's for the people that play this game and have no lives and get no vagina. This is your code right here. BXC4M6MDPX 9JZ. Good luck, brother, with the game. DSP is worse than a scalper. Yeah, he's a scammer. That's what he is. All right, basic energy. I'm not sure what the basic energy is. There you go. I hope you guys are enjoying this rivetive Pokemon. Oh, here it is, folks. Here it is. Mega Glade EX HP 350. Now, I believe this is worth like 20 bucks. I think this is worth $20. Round of applause. Woo! Hello, Jew. Yeah.
Hello, Drew.
There you go, folks. Yep. I believe this is worth 20 bucks, I think. Yeah, it's worth like 20 bucks. There you go. All right. If anyone's into Pokemon, let me know. I'm more than happy to give this card away. Because to be honest, if I don't give any of these cards away, I'm going to throw them out. I'm going to throw them in the trash. But anyway, or I might throw, you know what I might do? I might throw away my old photo albums, empty out my photo albums of my family, and fill them up with these cards. Yes, that's a good investment there. So basically, made your money back. I guess I paid $7 for the card, so I paid $21. So I guess there you go. Let's see. I love duty wearing. Yeah, I gotta wear protection, brother.
I need those.
Yeah,
that
duty's
money.
all about the
I need
protection.
that money to pay my bills.
Saint, thank
Hello,
you.
Jew.
Thank you. Hello, Jew, to all the
Jew.
Jews out there. Thank you, brother. Mail it to Phil so he can appreciate it. No, I'm not mailing him shit, especially if it's worth some money. What I might mail him is all the garbage cards. I'll mail him all the garbage cards, but I won't mail him anything worth any money. Quasar, what's up, brother? I don't care much about my cards, and I don't even give a... And you don't get... Oh, that's a shame, but you gotta get yourself some vagina, man. It's a 65-cent card. No, stop lying. That's not a 65-cent worth card. I Googled it this morning. It said it was $21. Well, that's what they're selling for, I think, on eBay. Come on, man. You know, I feel bad enough that I didn't get anything, so let's just make up shit and say it's worth $21. There you go. Nice poo. Nice. Yeah, you know what? I might do WWE cards next, okay? At least with WWE cards, I can provide some insight into some wrestling. All right, so I think this is the best card of the pack. Mega Glade EX. You have the Argentinian version? Okay. Wow, that's amazing, man. That made me moist. It's worth $69, of course. The next card here is Baltoy. The HP is 70. It continuously spins. Okay, whatever the fuck that means. Do Yu-Gi-Oh next? Ugh, I definitely don't know anything about Yu-Gi-Oh. Clay Dow. So the next one is Clay Dow. Yeah, I mean, pretty card. You know what? I do gotta say this about this. The cards are well done. Like the artwork and everything is very pretty. Like you can tell the effort they put into it. It's really nice. The artwork is really nice. Pokemons are one of the nicer cards, so I give them that much credit. You looked it up. It's worth 220. Ooh, 220. All right, this is Deoxy, I believe. The HP is 120. Yeah, there you go. Okay, it's a pink card, so that's a gay card. I don't like gay cards. Look, the Great Hall Net. Okay, I'm assuming this is to capture Pokemons. I guess. I don't know. Alrighty. We got a few more cards to go, folks, and then we'll wrap this up. Look, it's a Meowstic. That's right. I'm assuming this is a Pokecat of some sort. The Tricky Step. Okay, there you go. All right. Okay, come on. We're almost there, folks. Don't worry. This bit is getting old really quickly. The next card here is a Slingo with a Gentle Slap. Okay, is that a hippopotamus? Maybe that was. Oh yeah, I guess. Okay, I've gotten some garbage ass cards in these packs, man. I'm glad you guys didn't pay anything for this because it's not worth it. And then here's Vulpix. Again, didn't I already get a fucking Vulpix? Jesus Christ! Why are they scamming people? Don't worry, when I do my cards, you guys aren't going to get duplicates, okay? I guarantee it. No duplicates, okay? Everything's going to be an original card. Here's another Remraid. I already had this one, didn't I? Didn't I make the joke about the hemorrhoid? Good lord, man. What is up with all these duplicates? Don't they know that I got to make my money back? And then the last card here is, of course, a Flaffy. Another duplicate, for Christ's sakes. Oh, man. A round of applause. Why not? There you go, the gate gloves. That's right, the gate gloves. Everybody give the gate gloves a round of applause. Yes. Wow, that was amazing. That was amazing. Yes, big ups to Duty for trying to lean into a meme. And I completely don't regret it at all. All right, so anyway, thank you, everyone. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Peace out. All right, there you go, folks. Duty got some content. I can post a video after this. Maybe I can make some money back on ad revenue. If I get like 10,000 views on this video, I'll make my money back easily. I can get about 40 bucks on a. I can get 40 bucks on a video. There you go. All right, okay. Yeah, it did the scalper. You could tell, man. Like the first card packing, I was slow. I was kind of into it, but by the second one, I was like, all right, man, I'm done. Man. The bit is getting old already. So I think. You know, let's make it official here, folks. I think the Pokemon card packing meme is done and over with here. You will see no more Pokemon cards on Duty Stream ever again. And by the way, this cost me $21, which I will never recoup. So, and on top of that, I wasted a pair of gloves, which I can use for you cleaning my house. I don't know. Anyway, all right. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It was a nice little fun thing to do. There you go. Yeah, I was back on Kick, Greedy. Yeah, I've been back for about 2 or 3 months. Yeah, Greedy. I'm back on Kick for 2 or 3 months. I've been here for about 2 or 3 months. So, alrighty. So, in conclusion, I guess what I want to say is, I just wanted to show kind of how pointless this is and how really not entertaining this is when the person doing it has no clue what they're doing. You know what I mean? Like me, literally, I gave no insight. I gave no information.
$21? That's a hit to the muffin fund.
I know. You guys got to make it up, though. You guys got to make it up to me. You guys, I need to at least raise enough money today to get a muffin, all right? Because I am dying for a muffin. Thank you, Paul. I appreciate you, brother, being a member for 22 months. Pretty soon, you're going to be a member for 24 months, and you're going to get the amazing badge or crown or whatever the fuck it is that's there. So what I wanted to say and do this is because I provided zero value or insight into this because I have no fucking clue what Pokemon is. I have no clue. I wasn't entertaining. Nothing. I mean, the only entertaining was probably the Gape Glove. Other than that, the rest of this bit was just fucking garbage. And it was a waste of time. And honestly, I would be embarrassed if I charged you guys money for this. Like if I came out and said, all right, we're going to do this bit, but I need at least, I don't know, 50 bucks a pop. And I asked you guys to give me $50 to open a pack. I swear to God, I would be embarrassed of myself. And you know what? My wife and my family should disown me and leave me and never speak to me ever again, honestly, because I embarrass my family name.
I need that money.
Okay.
For my bills.
Muffin Dono.
Thank you, I
Index
appreciate
pointing
it.
up
Well,
emoji.
I mean, I appreciate the support, brother, but muffins around my way, man, they're like $8 now, man. $10 after tipping and everything, so they're mighty expensive. I only get gourmet muffins. I don't get that cheap shit. Like, I don't get Walmart muffins. I go to a bakery, a nice bakery. It's really a nice place, but don't worry, I'll make it a thing. I actually have to go get a haircut. I'm gonna get a haircut today, get a muffin. I got date night Thursday. By the way, I got date night Thursday, so that's even more interesting than this bullshit. But anyway, like I wanted to say, the mere fact that DSP is using this grift and having the nerve to charge $50 a fucking pop is insane. And he has as much knowledge about Pokemon as I do. Probably less. Probably less. So it's insulting, really. It really is insulting.
Muffins is what WWE Champions is to Phil.
Yes, it is. Well, not really. I get one like every 2 or 3 months. I used to buy that shit like once a week. And then I started losing weight and got myself under control. So now I have one like once every 2 or 3 months. I don't go crazy because that shit, each one has like 600 calories. I mean, it's a lot of fucking sugar too. So what's the site you're going to use for the custom cards, Judy? I don't know. Hold on a second. I'll tell you right now. Wait up, let me pull up the site. So I just went to Google and I typed in it is called hold on, I thought I had it in my save. It's one of the bigger ones. Is it called I think it's called Shuffled Ink. Yeah, I think it's called Shuffled Ink. That's what I'm going to. It's either Shuffled Ink, I wrote it down. It's either Shuffled Ink or BoardGameMaker.com. It's one of those two. I know I ended up getting a quote for those two, and one of them was cheaper, and they actually gave me more options, and one of them actually gave me that storefront thing, so that's why I went with that one. I wrote it down. I have it ready to go, so whenever Pixar Animation makes me all the cards, I'll set it up, and then I'll do a stream and let everyone know. What's the site you're going to do? Yeah, it's one of those two sites. Let's see. Fun fact, DSP. If you guys know of a better site, let me know. I'm more than happy. You know what I mean? Like the site that I'm going to choose is charging me like $4 a pack. So they're charging me like $4 a pack to make the pack. And I think you can $4 for the 5-pack, and I think $7 for the 10-pack. So yeah, there you go. Let's see here. Fun fact: DSP claimed he catch all 150 Pokemon playing Pokemon Blue. This is impossible as it was split 75. Yeah, no. Yeah, I remember catching that. He's talking a shit out of his ass. Yeah. He would have had to play both games, and I don't even think he played. Did he play Blue? I know he played Red, but I don't even think he played Blue. Yeah, you're correct. You're right. Even I know that. No, it's bullshit. He's never completed any Pokemon game ever, so I'm not sure what he's talking about. No. Of course, he always wants to whatchamacallit. All right, so anyway, in conclusion, the Pokemon scam is a fucking scam. It's a grift, and DSP should be embarrassed of himself that he's actually trying to charge people $50 for this shit. And the fact that this grift is going on week 2 is fucking amazing. I mean, he's already opened up. He's on to a second box, and he already paid for a third box. So he thinks this is going to be long term for him. He thinks this is going to ride. It's going to ride into the summer for him. So I don't think so. I don't think that's going to be the case. I think give it a couple more weeks and this shit is going to dry up. We already see it yesterday. He was so desperate to open up a pack that he didn't even wait to get paid. He just opened up a pack for free. So the addiction is evolving. Cucumber brother, thank you, man. I appreciate the 200 G's. Hello, Chew. It's crazy how people are paying him. It's the same dents. It's the same like 2 or 3 dents that are doing it. It seems like DSP lately has found 2 or 3 whales that want to remain anonymous, and they've kind of been supporting him. So it's the ever evolving shift with DSP where there's a period of time for a couple months that he gets a whale or 2. They support significantly. They get harassed and then they leave. I'm guessing that's going to be the case here as well. So, and the sad thing is most of the people supporting him, they're doing YouTube super chats. So right there, you automatically expose your username so people know who you are. And it's always some idiot with the handle of gamer. Wasn't the idiot yesterday from Canada, Canadian Gamer, I think his name is? It's always some washed up fucking streamer who's trying to make it in the business as a gaming streamer. You got Habib Gaming, you got Canadian Gaming, all these fucking losers, man. Yes, they are gamer with a Y. Yes. Alrighty. Okay, I think we beat this skit up enough. I mean, it's insane. Let's move into some real DSP content now, folks. We got a couple videos to watch. By the way, let's see. Crook down, dude. It's low-key pisses me off how many collectors and kids who won't get into enjoy. Yeah, exactly, yes. And the thing too is, you know what pisses me off the fucking most is he is the one that yells and moans and pisses and bitches whenever he can't buy something because of scalpers. And he's one of these fucking people that ends up buying packs and shit like that for monetary purposes. He's just as bad as a fucking scalper. And you know, if he could, if he had the tech savvy enough to create bots to be able to go in and buy this shit online, you know he fucking would. He would, and he doesn't give two shits. He doesn't give a fuck. It's like, I'm gonna get mine, and then of course I'm gonna be a hypocrite after it. You know, I'm gonna yell at people for doing the same thing I'm doing, which pisses me off the most. You guys know my attitude. If you're gonna be a scumbag, that's cool. Own it. Be a scumbag. That's okay. But don't be a scumbag and a liar. Fuck that. Go fuck off. Alrighty, so okay. So we got a couple videos to watch from yesterday. The biggest one, of course, is Phil. Phil talking about LTG. That's right. And I made a video today this morning doing a commentary over it because I thought it was really needed. Now, you know me. I try to detract on Phil and keep it to Phil. And every once in a while, I'll make fun of Cat here and there. You know, that's kind of my bit or whatever. But I would never go after his family. If he had kids, I would never go after his kids. So DSP yesterday decided because he needed content, he was going to talk about LTG and his baby mama drama. That's right. Court drama. Legality drama. Not simply covering, you know, not yeah. I'm gonna talk about it now from a perspective of DSP. You know what I mean? You know, and what pisses me off again is his hypocrisy. Because anyone that would ever talk about Kat and her legal issues, if anyone ever brings up the fact that she had a restraining order on Subaru guy, if anyone brings up the fact that she was part of the she was taken away from her mother as a child because her mom was a fucking whack job, and she was put in foster care. Doing here, honestly, is he just signed off on detracting on family members. That's literally what he did here. So the next time DSP gets pissed off and starts screaming about my wife and my family, you tell him to go fuck off, and you point at this video right here where he essentially co-signed. He co-signed on it's perfectly fine to talk about other detractors, wives, children. It doesn't matter. There's no there's no you know, there's no line you can't cross. That's what he did. That's what he did yesterday. He ended up crossing the line that he himself for years has been complaining that people shouldn't cross. What does he always say? He always says, oh, you should be able to separate the creator, separate their work from their personal lives. And it's funny because he's brought up Michael Jackson a few times, and he said, yeah, Michael Jackson may have done some horrendous shit in his life, but you can separate his music from, you know, his personal life, right? And he's done that to justify his shitty behavior. No, you really can't do that. You really can't do that, especially when it comes to certain things, like being accused of molesting children. You know, you don't get away with the oh well, you know, he may have done some screwed up shit in his personal life, but his music is amazing. No. You don't get away with that shit. All right, so we're gonna watch a video. This is from yesterday. This is DSP talking about the LTG drama. And of course, the best part of all this is he talks about how everyone wanted his take. Yeah, everybody wanted his take. No one cares, bro. You had 160 people in your chat, brother. No one gave a fuck. But he's going to insert himself into LTG drama because, of course, his mission for 2026 is to find a locale more hated than him. That's what he's trying to do. He's trying to implore I'm a shitbag, but there's other bigger shitbags than me. So you should, you should give them your attention. How about we give attention to both you and LTG? How about that? All right, let's watch this video.
My wife wants to go to sleep.
Let's watch this intro. I love this intro. Oh.
She makes like video content of old games, like
I'm sorry,
Juggernaut.
baby.
If you're gonna have these conversations, can you please let me know?
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry,
You're
baby.
being extremely loud.
I am.
You're being extremely
I'm sorry. I was too loud, guys.
I got in trouble.
Guys.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
My wife wants to go to sleep. I'm sorry, guys.
It's great. It's timeless. You know why this intro is amazing? Because it's all true. This is taken from, that's Phil's voice, actually. Phil's and Wing's voice from the call they had. It's directly their conversation, not edited, not changed, nothing. The only thing that was edited was Kat's footsteps and her killing Jasper.
You know, I got to talk about it. All right, it's the talk of the internet right now. Literally overnight, this blew up on the.
It's not the talk of the internet. Other than that, the Snortex or people that detract on LTG, which is probably what 10 to 20,000 people, maybe, or maybe 30,000 max, and even those people don't give a shit. Most of them don't give a fuck.
Internet. And so I have to address it, okay?
You have to address
Let's go. Let's just do it. Let's just get the elephant out of the room so we can relax for the rest of the show.
Okay, let's move Cat out of the room.
All right.
Come on, Cat. You got to get out.
Yesterday, Low Tier God went to court. Yes, that's real. That's not like a video a detractor made. Well, it is. But it's not like a video that's made up.
And again, Phil, how is this an own? My understanding is he went to court and actually won. He requested a restraining order on his baby's mama because she was doing some insane shit on a Discord, and he ended up winning that case and didn't even have to pay for a lawyer. How exactly is that some type of issue here, Phil? While you sit there every day and bitch and moan about people stealing your content and your detractors and how they slander you, and yet you can't do a goddamn thing about it, Phil, or refuse to do anything about it.
It's not that like it's some silly meme story made by AI.
Yeah,
it's not Sora AI garbage. Okay? It's real. Yesterday, Low Tier God went to court and had a public hearing, which you would think he would have known that it would have been public. You see, whenever you go to court, unless for some reason it's a very serious thing that a judge deems, hey, this needs to be closed the door, in general, okay, when you go to court, it's public. It's recorded. It's sometimes broadcast on the internet. It's archived. It's uploaded. People can see the court case after the fact. And
I think it depends on the jurisdiction, Phil. I don't think it's just a blanket. It's made public. I believe it's all based on jurisdiction. Some states probably have laws around recording or having videotapes in courtrooms or whatever, so it all depends.
what happened was Dale, because that is his real name, is Dale, went to...
Oh, okay, so I understand that that's out there and most people know it, but why do you have to call him by his first name? If he goes by a low-tier god and he doesn't call himself Dale in his chat, why are you calling him by his first name? Not everybody knows who LTG is, or if they do know, a good amount of people know him as LTG. They don't know his first name, so why are you doxing him?
Court and had his...
And again, I don't give a shit. I really don't give a shit that his name is out there. I don't give a fuck. What I'm doing is I'm looking at this from an eye of, is he being a hypocrite? That's how I'm looking at this. All right. So again, I know some people might think that what's the word? That I'm supporting LTG in some sort. No, LTG is a fucking scumbag just as much as DSP is. He's a low-cal through and through. He's a scumbag. He deserves everything that he gets. I get that. What I'm doing is I'm looking at this from an angle of DSP being the narrator of this. That's what I'm looking at. All right. So I don't want people defending. Thank you. I'm not defending LTG. What I'm doing is I'm looking at this fucking gouty pig roach criticizing another low-cal, and he of all people should not fucking say anything. He should just shut the fuck up and not say anything, because he has no room to speak about anyone. You know, again, it's like when he gives financial advice, shut the fuck up. You shut the fuck up, brother. You filed for bankruptcy. You racked up 500K in debt. You needed the U.S. taxpayer to fucking bail you out. So shut the fuck up. You should never even talk about fucking financial matters or whatever. You were the last person that should. Just like you shouldn't talk about locales.
I need that money. I really do. I need that money to pay my bills.
Literally,
I can
thank you
think
for the
of two
five.
other worse lolcows, Pampichu and Cyrax.
Oh well, yeah. Well, you guys know I have the hierarchy of locales. So I have the tier 1 horror cows, which is Cyrax, Larson, Chris Chan. You know, you got that, and then you got the tier 2, which is like LTG, Boogie, Wings, DSP, and then the third tier is like I would put like I'd put like harmless locales like
I need that
like
money.
King
I really
Cobra
do.
or
I need that
whatever.
money.
You know,
my bills.
I
Thank
miss
you for the support, brother.
OMG breaking news. DSP is crashing out. Titles of the unrecorded bigments. Always made me happy to see DSP recommended to me once again.
Oh, nosy, thank you. Yeah, I don't know. Something happened. I think something happened with YouTube where they were clamping down on like DSP detractor videos, because even like the usual suspects of other detractor videos, I wouldn't see them at all. I would have to search for them. But I think it's different now. Now I'm starting to see older detractor videos like Brand Dude, those folks. I'm starting to see their content again. So I don't know if YouTube changed something or whatever, but yeah, I'm glad to hear that. Thank you, brother, for the 5.
Entire case broadcast on the internet. Now, being that he's a lolcow like me, it means that everyone micro scrutinizes
Well, I'm glad you admitted, Phil, that yes, you are a lolcow. Yes, you are.
everything this guy is involved in. And in this case, I don't actually think anyone really knew what he was going to court for or understood. To be honest, when I found out, I was shocked. Okay? So for those who don't know the situation with Low Tier Guy, he's a live streamer who basically every time he goes on stream produces himself as some kind of a big shot. He's essentially a narcissist, okay? He's the best fighting game player of all time.
I want you guys to really listen to this, because I don't know if he's talking about LTG or if he's talking about himself.
Of a big shot. He's essentially a narcissist, okay? He's the best fighting game player of all time. No one could possibly ever beat him in a match. Anyone who does, it's only because of this excuse, that excuse, this excuse, that excuse. Okay? Like, literally, you could never, ever beat him if this were Street Fighter 4 or Street Fighter 5. It's only because we're playing Street Fighter 6 and this game is junk. That's why you're beating him. But then you beat him in Street Fighter 5, but you'll never beat him in Third Strike. But then you beat him in Third Strike, but you could never beat him in Tiddlywinks. You know? That's how he is. Keep in mind,
That's how you are, you motherfucker. And at that, you're worse than him. Because not only do you do it with fighting games, you do it with every fucking game. You could be playing a single player game and you talk about how the AI cheated. Alright, we're gonna get more of this, by the way. So strap in. This is 23 minutes of just pure projection.
challenge this guy to matches, to which he stated the only way he would ever play me is for $5,000. I said, well, I'll play it for $5,000, but the winner takes it. You don't just get it for playing me. The winner takes the money. He didn't like that. So then he started making public challenges about, like, he'll only play me if I squat a certain amount of weight, which is really bizarre, because why do you care about a guy's physique unless you're gay? It's very weird behavior, okay?
Yeah, so you know, almost like, you know, how you focus on characters, male characters when they're nude, but, you know, close your eyes whenever you see a big-breasted woman, or how you have this fascination with John Stamos for some odd reason. I don't know, to me that sounds very gay. And let me correct the record here. No, he wasn't making any challenges to you, Phil. What was going on is you kept talking about him in your streams, and you kept DMing him at 3 o'clock in the morning, begging him to play with you. Begging him. And that's when he kept saying, shut the fuck, I don't want to play you. I don't want to do any content with you. You're a low-cal. You're a loser. And you kept escalating it to the point where he just started insulting you. That's what happened here. This was nothing about, well, he was making demands, and then when you were willing to meet his demands, he then changed he moved the goalposts. No, it wasn't that at all. He was insulting you because he just wanted you to go away. Like, he thought that you were so below him that he felt insulted having to respond to you. So of course, when you feel that way and somebody doesn't get the hint, what you start doing is you start insulting them, and that's what he did with you. That's why he called you a Burt Reynolds NPC, called you a Walmart employee, and you got butthurt.
Low attendance, angry face emoji, low engagement, pouting face emoji, low support, angry face emoji, low tier god, romantic face emoji, smiling face with hearts emoji, kissing face emoji.
It's hard to see here, but if you watch the video next to the temperature, 157 viewers. Here it is right here. Can you see it? 157 people watching this. Yes, I'm sure the entire internet needed to know your opinion on LTG's baby mama drama.
Anyway,
thank you, brother, for the $4.99.
In regards to Low Tier God, I've covered him before. I've done a whole stream about him on April Fool's Day. I've talked about him in the past and how he fakes his affluence, meaning he shows on screen a ton of subs and all of that, and they're all fake or they are way undervalued. So he'll say he has
Says the man whose MVP is anonymous. Okay, Phil.
4,000 active subscribers that are paying, but each subscriber is probably less than $1, meaning he doesn't even make $4,000 in a month.
Okay, I want to dispute this lie right here. This is a flat-out lie. This is a flat-out lie, and it just shows how disingenuous DSP is. DSP thinks that, or I guess he's under the mindset that the Argentinian loophole works for every platform. That is not the case. That is not true. Like, someone can't fire up a VPN and go on Kick and say that they're in Argentina to buy games. It doesn't do that. There's no regional pricing on Kick or Twitch. And trust me, I know. There is no regional pricing on Kick or Twitch. If you live in a foreign country and you want to get a Kick membership or whatever, they charge you US dollars. That's what they do. Twitch does and Kick does. The only one that doesn't is YouTube. YouTube is the one that says, all right, if you live in Argentina, we'll charge you whatever the going rate is for Argentina, which is like 10 cents or whatever it is, right? So it only works on YouTube. As far as I know, Low Tier God doesn't stream on YouTube. So his sub count that he gets are his Kick memberships and his Twitch memberships. So if he's getting 4,000 subs, you can top that at what, $5 or whatever. Let's say he gets about $5 on average, right? He's getting about $20,000 a month. He's getting about $20,000 a month. So this cope that you have here that he's lying and the only people supporting him are people from India or whatever, it's nonsense. It's not correct. He's just upset because apparently LTG makes more money than him. And we all know anyone that makes more money than Phil, that has to be a problem, right? Yeah.
Hence, it's faked affluence. It's staged. It's all smoke and mirrors. He has a stream that claims to have thousands of viewers, but the chat doesn't even move at all. So obviously they're not real. They're bots. And we could talk about this till the cows come home, but I already have, so there's no reason to really beat the dead horse here.
Oh, poor cat. Don't abuse
the
cat.
reason that we're bringing this up is very simple. Yesterday, he went to court. His entire court case was publicized and put on the internet publicly. And he was exposed for a lie that he has been telling for years on his streams because he had to publicly admit the truth of it in front of a judge. Okay? Now, I personally can say that I have been down this path before. The path of, okay, someone's in my personal business. They shouldn't be, because what they're talking about has nothing to do with me or my content on the internet. So I don't know why someone would bring it up.
Here it is.
I don't know why we would even talk about it. So just lie about it. Okay? And so, over the years, there's been little white lies here or there that sadly have kind of blown up in my face over time. I mean, notably the one that most people bring up to this day is mobile games.
Mobile games, bank leaks, your IRS filing, the tax fraud. What else did you lie about, Phil? You lied on your bankruptcy filing. Do I need to say more of the countless lies? You lied about Jasper and the $2,000 scam. You lied about spending whatever amount of money you spent on mobile games. Yes, exactly. I mean, there should be, dude. I'm shocked there's not a DSP detractor channel that just doesn't chronicleize all of his lies. Because my God, that would just be tons of content. Literal brother, thank you for gifting the 1 member, brother. I appreciate that. If you got that, I think I'm not sure who got it, but if you got it, please make sure to thank Literal for being generous. Thank you, brother. But yeah, how many lies has this pig roach told us? Okay, so let's hear what else he has to say here.
I used to say, no, I don't play mobile games.
Yes,
I don't spend money on mobile games.
yes.
I don't do anything there. And then, of course, people got insanely obsessed with this minutia, which has nothing to do with my streams or content. And they did basically every possible thing they could to make my life miserable to try to prove that I play mobile games. Okay? Don't know why, because it really has nothing to do with anything. So...
again, I think I've explained this, and everyone's explained this. The reason is when you're sitting there and you're telling people that you're going to lose your house, you're filing for bankruptcy, you owe the IRS $16,000, you don't have enough money to pay your bills. When you tell people that and you beg for money and you do marathon streams and you tell them that you're going to lose your house, and then you in turn take most of the money that you got, that you raised, and spend it on a mobile game, that's a problem, Phil. And the other thing is, didn't he shit on Wings of Redemption when he did the Wings of Redemption documentary? When the piece of Wings didn't, Wings raised like $20,000 for his weight loss surgery, and he told everyone that he was going to go to the U.S. and it was going to cost him about $16,000. And then he needed $4,000 for aftercare, right? So he raised the $20,000. Then, all of a sudden, out of nowhere, he decides, I'm going to go to Mexico, where it's only going to cost me $7,000, right? Whatever. Okay, it's like, all right, you know what I mean? You're trying to save a couple bucks here and there. Then, literally 2 months after the weight loss surgery, he buys himself a Mustang that cost him about $6,000, the salvage V6 Mustang. And, of course, everyone said, what the fuck? You spent the money that you raised for your weight loss surgery? You went to Mexico and risked your life because it was cheaper just so that you can have some extra money to buy a fucking sissy V6 salvage Mustang? Did you really do that? And of course he got the hate for that. Same principle here, Phil. Same exact principle. You lied about raising money for a certain cause. You took that money and you spent it on something else. I don't give a shit if you spent $1 on WWE champions, or whether it was 300,000. I don't give a fuck. And I know you try to parse it out and say, well, I didn't spend any of that money on mobile games. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here, man. Get out of here. That is the reason why people have a problem with you, Phil. Not the fact that, you play a mobile game, because I don't think anyone gives a shit that you play a mobile game. Whether it be a mobile game, or whether it was a Pokemon card addiction, or whether it was just you going to the casino and spurging it on bullshit. Whatever it was, whatever you were spending that money on, the event or whatever it is that you were doing doesn't matter. What matters is that you lied to people to raise funds, and then you ended up spending it on something else. That, sir, is called fraud.
Socially engineer some of my accounts to try to get access to them, and hack into, well, not hack, but actually work for my ISP company to turn my internet on and off during live streams.
Yep.
I'm not kidding. That actually happened. And more, the crazy stuff that has happened to me over the years with these people who are absolutely obsessed with me and they're just nuts, okay? So, I can tell you from personal experience, I understand how you can tell a little white lie and think it's no big deal. Let's just get past it.
Again, he's still lying. Till this day, he is still lying. And he's still lying. He's still doing these lies. He lied and claimed he sold the account, which is a lie. He still has the account. He still has the login streak. That hasn't changed. And I know he's spending money on that game. And we exposed him last week where he showed his fucking phone. And we can see that he clearly had WWE Supercard and he had WWE Champions in his on his phone.
And get back to my content, but then people hyperfixate on that white lie,
lies.
And that lie gets blown up
European
exponentially because it's just the thing you've lied about all along. Okay? Now I know
that money.
it is far safer.
To pay my bills.
Old Nosy.
Lied about Derek and
Yes,
claimed not
lied
to know.
about Derek not knowing, and clearly Darziak highlighted that in the DMs, where years ago he told them about, Derek the Diddler. Yep, another lie. I might have to create a second channel and call it DSP Lies or something, and where we can chronicle all of his fucking many lies.
All right? To just be honest about this kind of stuff, particularly if it has nothing to do with your content. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, that's right.
Just be like, yeah, all right, whatever. I play mobile games. Moving on. As opposed to lying about it. Okay? In particular, what we're talking about here with LTG is that over the years, he has been accused of having a child. And that he doesn't take care of the child.
No, I didn't see that. Is he claiming it's AI? The video looks weird. I mean, if you guys want to look at the video, we can pull it up real quick. I think it's on Twitter or whatever, but no, I doubt it. I mean, and then again, that's stupid of him to say, because you can always the court case. It's more than likely there's gonna be a docket out on the website, the city website of where it took place. I believe he lives in South California somewhere. I don't know exactly where, but I'm pretty sure that someone will get the court docket information. So I don't know what he's calling AI. It looks legit to me. I didn't see any AI. Let's see. Vanguard, big ups, brother, for being a member for 20 months.
Child.
Big ups, dude.
Apparently.
Happy hump day and delete it.
Yeah, happy hump day. That's right. But you missed it, man. Were you here earlier? We did the unpacking of the Pokemon cards. That's right. I gave 3 away for free. It was quite amazing. We had a lot of fun. But yes, definitely check it out. I'm going to post a video about it after. I'm going to try to recoup my $21.
Is owed back child support and hasn't paid it. And that basically he's a deadbeat dad. That's what the people on the internet accuse this guy of.
That's what you accused him of as well, Phil, okay? So don't say it's just the internet in general. Don't try to clean your hands off of this, okay? Now, not to defend LTG, but my understanding with that as well is that there was always an issue with paternity, where they I believe there was and I don't know all the LTG lore, but there was something going on with paternity where there was never a test to show that LTG was actually the father, whatever. And my understanding is he did finally do that like a year ago. He went and he got a paternity test done, and it did show that he was the father. Somebody can clear that up. Again, I don't really follow LTG like that. Like, I know his lore from a very high level, so someone that knows LTG can probably explain that a little bit more. But again, yeah, I mean, if you're a father of a child, you should support the child, regardless of whether you're with the mother or whatever. You should support the child financially and try to be in that child's life. Yeah, I completely agree with that.
Does any of that have to do with his content? No. If you're tuning into an LTG...
Then why are you talking about it? Why are you rehashing it? Why are you bringing it up? I wonder why you're bringing it up. Because you want people to know exactly what's going on. And what you're trying to do is you're trying to wipe this shit off your hands and try to have clean hands. You can't do that, Phil. If you don't want anyone, or if you think in your mind that this is no one's business, then it's not your business. So why are you bringing it up and why are you talking about it?
Stream to see him rage at fighting games and put on his clown show and lie about how affluent he is and all of that. You know, it has nothing to do with that. So you could still enjoy laughing at LTG and his content and not have to delve into his personal affairs in life. But sadly, when you're someone who presents yourself publicly on the internet every single day, people tend to want to dig in. All right. And in this case, the fact that he has lied over the years, always saying, no, I don't have a child. This is all
like he's a surprise Maury guest, lol.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, that's actually a pretty good analogy. That's a great analogy. I used to love Maury Povich, man. The show was amazing. Thank you, Redbird. I appreciate it too.
Lie. This is some random hoe on the internet who's making this up and is clout chasing and wants to get attention and wants to make money off my name. That's what he's been saying all along. And the problem with that is people will not let it go because they feel like, hey, if you're really a deadbeat dad, if you have a kid and you're not taking care of him, and here you are, you know, shit-talking the mother and everything, that's awful. I mean, there's so many things that have been thrown around that supposedly he said. I don't know what's true and not. because I don't sit around watching the guy's streams all day.
So you're going to bring it up and talk about it. So how about you just say, I don't know, and not say anything?
But let me just tell you, I've seen some clips that are pretty nasty stuff. And
by the way, detractor clips. Yes, he's been watching LTG detractor clips and giving them complete weight. So again, you're being a hypocrite, Phil, when you try to sit there and claim that all detractor videos are lies, they're nuggets of truth, they're spun in a way where they're deceitful or they're altered. No, that you can't be the one locale that happens to. Okay, Phil?
Truth is, if he does have a kid and he said this stuff, one day that kid's going to see it. And that kid's going to be like, oh my God, I can't believe that my dad talks like this. And this is the kind of guy that he is on the internet, you know, whether it's a show or not, you know, he's saying some heinous stuff. Okay?
What about you, Phil? What about you? What about you and your family? What about your parents? What about anyone that knows your dad or knows your mom and they've seen a clip of you on YouTube e-begging, being a fucking douchebag, being a racist? How does that whatchamacallit on your family? I mean, I know you don't have kids, thank God, but still, how does that reflect on Kat having to go work, her job or whatever? What if people there know exactly who you are? What if one of her coworkers, runs into one of your videos and sees you, saying hello Jew and all that? How does that reflect on your family?
Now, the reason the whole internet is abuzz is because yesterday LTG went to court for something that you probably never would have expected. He went to court representing himself, trying to get a restraining order against his baby mama. Yes, he filed this lawsuit against her. He wants a restraining order against the baby mama. And you might say, well, what on earth is that about? Well,
and by the way, when he says baby mama, he's using coded language. This is an insult. It's an insult. Like, oh, look at this black man can't take care of his kids. That's what he's saying here when he's saying baby mama. Most people in general just use it as just a term, and it's typically a derogatory term. But the way DSP is clearly using it here, he wants to make sure that hey, this is a black man not taking care of his baby. And it just, I know he claims he's not a racist or whatever, but the more and more you hear this guy talk, like, it's just like, all right, man, you may not be a KKK member, but you definitely have some really harsh prejudices in your brain, brother. You really do. And you hear it in other stories, even mundane stories about why he didn't get to go to Harvard. He literally blamed the black man for not being able to go to Harvard. He really did. He said, this black guy, because of him, I couldn't go to Harvard. No, I'm not black. I'm actually technically European. I'm half Spanish, half Spaniard, half Portuguese. Now, again, I'm not saying because he's white and he's saying that. No. I'm not saying that, because trust me, I know plenty of Caucasians that can say this and they're not saying it with malice. You know what I mean? But looking at DSP's, totality of his streaming career. Yes, I got the pass. Okay. Just knowing DSP's history and the way he's talked about other topics and the venom that he holds, you could tell that, he's one of those people that has these pretty deep-seated thoughts. Let's just say that, okay? I'm not gonna outright call him a racist, because I don't think DSP is a racist. No. He's not burning crosses on black people's lawns or whatever. I'm not saying that. But he definitely has a strong sense of prejudice within him. And even prejudice is fine, because I've told you guys, I have my own prejudices. I admit it. I have prejudices as well. On various, peoples and groups and stuff like that. I'm more than open to willing to admit to it. And I think most people do. Most people that are being honest, they have some level of prejudice. But the vast majority of people are good-hearted people. They're good people. They would never outwardly, hold that against a group. You know what I mean? So, yeah. But with Phil, I don't know, man. I don't know. Just the shit that he said, Duty Kazuya. No, I don't hate whites. I'm white myself, technically. I guess I am. If I'm Spaniard and Portuguese, I'm technically European. I know I'm on the lower end of the European, you know. No, I would be insulting my race. No.
20 minutes that's been put out on the internet. Basically, in a nutshell, I'll just summarize what it is. He presents to the judge evidence that this woman...
I like to differentiate races from someone that just has general prejudices. And like I said, I think most people in their heart, they're prejudiced to some extent. You know what I mean? But they're not out screaming and yelling the N-word, you know, at every passing black person that comes by. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, when I think of races, I think of, you know, someone that just despises a whole race of people and all that. When I say prejudice, I'm just like, all right, well, you just have these common beliefs that you're, you know, that are a bit prejudicial towards a specific group or class of people or whatever. I get that. I think those are two different things. Yes, those are two different things.
Basically has tried to participate in...
I am brown, though. I am brown. I'm pretty brown. I get the tan from my dad's side, so... I'm whatever. I'm all over the place. I'm pretty Spain and Portugal were conquered many times, brother. They were conquered by Africa. They were conquered by Europe. So I got a good mixture. I'm a little bit of everything.
Organized harassment against him. That she sits on a Discord server full of his detractors.
No.
And they literally plan things. Like, she feeds them personal information. Like, she confirms his address. She confirms the gym that he actually goes to work out. She tells them information about him, and then they use...
Oh, the Spanish people do the same thing. If you're Puerto Rican and you call them Cuban or Mexican, bro, they will give you the fucking death stare. Or fuck, you'll get fucking cursed at if you call a Puerto Rican a Dominican. Bro, trust me, Hispanics hate each other just as much as whites and blacks sometimes hate each other. It's all over the fucking place. Yes. I'm about like 4 or 5% Sephardic Jew. Yes, I do have some. I have a little bit of
hello, Jew,
in my blood. Yes, I do. Most Spanish people do.
That to try to actually catch him in real life and take pictures and harass him. Okay? So the truth is, who knows if any of it is true or not, but he presented this judge with Discord screen printouts and chat printouts and things like that. And the judge is like, I can't read any of this. This is tiny microscopic text that if you try to blow it up, it's like peach fuzz. I can't read it. This isn't evidence of anything. But eventually, through about 20 minutes of talking with this judge and explaining the situation, it was him and his baby mama was there in court, but she wasn't on camera, apparently. So apparently during this, the judge came to the conclusion there is grounds here for a restraining order. That, yes, this is evidence that this woman is talking with your detractors and conspiring, giving personal information about you out that's allowing them to systematically harass you. Okay?
Okay, I want to highlight the fact here that you clearly said that this court case is regarding harassment. So why did you need to bring up the fact about the baby and the child? I don't get that. Like, why did you need to talk about, like, the paternity and him being deadbeat dad or whatever? Again, me personally, I don't give a shit. Bring up whatever the fuck you want. I'm just trying to look at it from, Phil, you're being a hypocrite, you're lying, you know, and what I want to establish here is he's co-signed the fact that it's okay to go after people's families. That's what he did here. Him talking about his baby and his baby mama or whatever in this court case, to me, that gave everyone free reign to say anything they want about DSP and his family or whatever. That's what I'm saying here.
The judge actually granted a 3-year restraining order against his baby mama, basically saying you can't talk about any of his personal information, including his address, his social security number, any financial information, anything you may be privy to because you were in a relationship with this guy. You can't tell anyone about that at all, or you're violating this court order. You can't go and interact with the guy at all in person. In fact, basically what's been laid out is the only time that he can interact with her is if they're talking about spending time with the daughter. Now, you heard what I just said, right? Spending time with the daughter, right? Why am I talking about that? Because guess what? In this court case, right there in front of the judge, LTG, Dale Wilson, admitted to the judge that that is his daughter that he shares with this woman. So the thing is, if he's seeking out this restraining order and he really feels like this is the best thing for him, more power to him. If he is getting systematically harassed by this person and she is giving out his personal info and his detractors are now getting.
So again, Phil, why aren't you focusing on the fact that the lawsuit was specifically about harassment? It had nothing to do with his baby. It had nothing to do with any of that. See, again, Phil, this is your big stupid mouth and your fucking jealousy and your hatred towards people is what gets you fucking in trouble. Again, I don't give a fuck if you talk about any of this. I personally don't give a shit. I have a certain code that I don't like talking about people's kids, regardless of what the situation is. Unless someone's physically abusing their kids, I won't bring up someone's kids for anything. It's just, there's no point. There's no point in bringing up their fucking kids. Leave the kids alone. But you, sir, decided, no, you wanted to talk about his fucking kid and this court case when it literally had nothing to do with any of that. What it had to do with some woman was systematically harassing LTG online and giving out personal information that his detractors were using to fuck with him. That's what the court case was about. And you know what? LTG get the fucking W. He went to fucking court and he got that bitch. He got that woman. He got a fucking restraining order for 3 fucking years. What have you done, Phil? What have you done to target your people, the people that you call, that you blame and say that they A-log you and fuck with you in your real life? What have you done? Made videos about it? Bitched and moaned? Made it a whale call for your dents to give you money? Oh, feel sorry for me? I need money because my detractors are making fun of me? You bitch.
Yeah, and they're messing with him. That's messed up. That would be really messed up. Imagine if I had a family member or someone from my past who was doing that. Yeah,
Yeah, Quasar, I agree with you. I remember there was this one guy online. I forgot who it was. He was the streamer. He was calling Phil's mom up and kind of messing with his mom, and I didn't think that was fucking cool. Like, I know a lot of people thought it was funny or whatever. Whatever. I'm not gonna tell people how to detract, but it's like, you know, leave his mom alone. You know what I mean? Like, she's elderly. She probably has health issues. You know what I mean? Just like leave her alone. You know what I mean? She's not part of his content. She's not part of his life. You know what I mean? So I kind of wasn't cool with that. I wasn't co-signing with that. I didn't really talk about it. I didn't play the video. You know, like, it just, yeah. Whatever, man.
I seek out that kind of thing too, because that should not be possible. That someone who you basically trusted is now completely screwing you over. Okay? So, he got the restraining order, but he had to admit publicly that this girl is his daughter. And the weird part about that is he must have known that was going to happen, right? So, he knew going into this, seeking the restraining order, that this was going to be a exposed moment for him. That all these years that he had lied to his viewers, saying he doesn't have a daughter, there is no anthropoid, I don't have an anthropoid, because that's what he calls her on his streams, which is ridiculous, okay? He knew that he was going to basically blow up his lie and show that he's been lying all the time. Now, here's the thing, because I want to be honest about it, all right? I do feel that this really is not going to affect him negatively when it comes to his supporters and viewers. I don't think his supporters and viewers care. I think the people that like LTG will show up to his...
The only people that care are the people that A-log him and you, apparently, DSP. Because you have this obsession with this random black dude on the internet, which honestly seems very gay and very sus.
Dreams. To hang out, to laugh at his antics when he plays fighting games, to see his react content or whatever you want to call it. And they're going to continue to support him whether he has a daughter or not. I don't think they care. And I think that he will continue his content and be unaffected in that way. Okay? But sadly, what's going to happen now is every detractor on the planet has been proven correct with what they've been saying all these years. And now they're going to have a field day with this. So...
Oh, okay. Well, again, you know, so what you're saying, Phil, is when your detractors prove that they're right, you know, when detractors are right, which is most of the time, it's fair game, right? So you shouldn't sit there and whine and bitch and moan and complain when you get caught lying, aka WWE champions, the bank leaks, lying about your mom having cancer, lying about Kat having cancer, all of these fucking lies. Right here, again, he is co-signing that it is okay for detractors to dig into this shit, to react to it, to make content about it. Because it's fair game for LTG because he lied about having a kid. Thank you, Phil. I appreciate you at least clarifying that. Because the next time you go on one of these rants about your detractors, I'm of course going to point to this video and say, no, wait a minute. You said it was okay to do this. Here's the video right here of you saying it. And I'm going to clip this segment and I'm going to put it in the video. Yeah. So thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate you co-signing this.
Even though he got the restraining order legally placed against his baby mama, sadly, I think what's going to happen here is the harassment might get worse. So my question is, what was he thinking? Like, legit, what was he thinking to doing this restraining order? Because I don't think it's really going to change much in regards to his situation, in regards to his baby mama. But I do think that this might now blow up and become the big thing that he's been a liar all this time. Okay. And I just, I think it's pretty crazy. So in this regard, it's wild what's going on, to be honest. Okay. Like it's crazy because you never expected that this is going to happen, that there was going to be a public court case that was going to be put out there. It's the first time people have really seen LTG outside of him on his streams, right? There's not a lot of content of him doing stuff outside of just being on a stream, right? So, that was weird. And he's dressed in this vest. Instead of like having a nice shirt and tie and looking professional, he's dressed in this weird looking like cheap vest. That's like probably like, nylon or pleather or something. So
okay, Phil, unlike your choice of clothing here and your choice of clothing every day, right? Okay.
It's very bizarre. Let's
What's
put it
up,
that
Wings,
way.
brother? How you doing?
But here's the thing. I'm not going to react to this live.
I haven't been in Israel years, man. It's been a while since I've been there. I'm going to Japan. That's where I'm going this year. I'm going to Japan for like 3 weeks. So big. I hope you're doing well, man. I hope everything is good, man.
Sit here and pick the guy apart because here's the thing. I think it's messed up. I don't think that any of this ever should have been on the internet. I don't think that his personal information and his personal life should be exposed to those on the internet because I've been through the same shit.
I hope you're doing well, man.
I've had my own personal stuff that I never intended to ever talk about on the internet or have a part of any of my content been pulled onto the internet publicly. And it's incredibly frustrating because do you think that years and years ago when I went ahead and said, hey, I don't play mobile games, that was going to blow up into something that everyone was going to talk about for like 5 straight years and they were going to harass me constantly about it and all that? No, of course not. I thought it was just some dumb thing. Let's get it out of the way and I'll play games again, right? But sadly, I learned the hard way that little white lie can blow up and turn into a ginormous problem, okay? So all I will say is, in my advice to anyone out there on the internet who's a creator, okay? If something is being talked about and it's your personal shit and you don't want it talked about on the internet, all right? You basically have 2 ways to go about it. Way number 1 is to just tell the truth. And look, the truth might hurt and the truth might be a little dirty and the truth might be a little embarrassing, but it's better to get the truth out there so that you don't have people A-logging you, stalking you, obsessing about you, and trying to find ways to get information that isn't really theirs to have and to mess with you to try to figure out what's really going on and to disprove what you're saying, okay? It's better to tell the truth and fess up than to have to basically create this web of lies for yourself. It's not pretty. It's pretty messed up to have to go through that shit, okay? So it's that simple. That's my advice. Or number 2, completely ignore it. Don't ever address it. Just don't talk about it at all. It is much better to ignore or to tell the truth than to ever lie. And that is what I have learned over the years as a creator. I've been through it where, nonstop harassment. And, I will take the blame for it because, again, the shit that I've gone through, I feel like I've kind of been a trailblazer almost every step of the way.
He's been
when I first started as a YouTuber back in the day, what happened? Well, I was one of the first people to do improv commentary. I didn't know how to do it, so I did it the wrong way. I was saying horrible sexualized comments and generalized racial comedy and things and Now, today, people call me out for that. Well, I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I was an idiot, and I was trying to entertain a teen audience. I did it all the wrong way, okay? And then over the years, people call me out for shit, and I lie about it, and I do the wrong thing. This is how you don't play comes out, and I react to it poorly and negatively. I did everything wrong. If anything, let my tale be a cautionary tale to the internet, all right? Learn from my mistakes and do better. Because now you have that track record of experience to look at and say, hey, Phil fucked up, do better. In this case, all right, LTG lied time and time again about having a kid. And to be honest, did it really matter? Probably not. He could just say, I'm never going to talk about this topic on stream, period. That's it. So bringing it up is a waste of your time. Or he could have fessed up and said, yes, I have a kid. And I don't have a good relationship with the mother. And that's why I don't talk to any of them. And that's that, period. None of your business, right?
First of all, who gives a fuck what he says and does? I personally don't give a shit whether he had a kid or not. And I personally don't give a shit whether he lied or not. That's kind of his personal business. Now, I would care if he used his kid or having a kid to try to grift and get money off his viewers. Now, that's different, right? If he would have came on and said, I need money for a lawsuit because some lady is lying about me that I fathered a kid with her and I'm getting sued and I need some money to file a lawsuit. And then we find out that that was all bullshit. Yeah, then go up in him. Almost similar to what you did, Phil. And you raising money for your taxes, which you never fucking use. Again, I love highlighting this fact because I don't think a lot of people actually bother doing it. But DSP raised roughly about $12,000 on his live stream. All of his marathons to pay a $16,000 tax bill that he owed, right? Which means he needed about $4,000 remaining to pay off the balance. About $4,000. He decided to go to his mom, scam his mom, get $4,000 from his mom, which would have been the total amount, $16,000 to pay off his tax bill. Did he pay the taxes off? No. Why? Because he wasted the $12K on bills and WWE champions or whatever. What he did was he took the $4,000 from his mom and he put himself on a payment plan for the IRS bill, which he's still paying to this fucking day. That is a fucking scam and a half. Now, right there, that I think is fair game to talk, to dump on, to shit all over someone for doing that. Not that they didn't pay their fucking taxes. Whatever. Who the fuck likes paying taxes or whatever? I get that. So again, it's just the hypocrisy that comes out of this motherfucker's mouth. And I'm glad he kind of did it too, because it just shows that he is a two-faced fucking bullshit liar. Like, he doesn't give a fuck. You know, it's rules for me and rules for thee. He doesn't give a shit about people detracting on people. He doesn't give a shit about gossip. He doesn't give a shit whether it's true or not. As long as it's not fucking directed at him. He don't give a shit at all. It reminds me of Cyrax. When Cyrax screams and yells about being targeted for being a pedophile, right? And then he goes on a crusade and says, well, you know, we should leave people alone. Bullying isn't cool. It's not, you know, I'm going to start a foundation to stop internet bullying, you know, and then behind the scenes, he's telling his fucking trolls to go target, you know, David Larson because he's a real pedophile. You know what I mean? Like, he doesn't really give a fuck that people harassing anyone. He just cares that he's being harassed. And that's what we get here with Phil.
But, you know, you never, what they say is hindsight's 2020. I feel like now that it's out there, he is going to be probably honest about it, you would think. I mean, he can't lie about it any further. He's already publicly admitted it in a court of law that it's true. And, you know, I think from what I've heard, supposedly there's more things coming. Okay, seriously. There's more things coming where he's going, again, maybe he's trying to get, like, actual custody of his daughter, which is crazy to think. Literally, all these years on...
I love how Phil doesn't know anything, but yet knows all of the details.
On stream, he's denied having a daughter. He called her an anthropoid over and over, which in itself could be considered an insult. And now he's going to try to get custody of her. That's crazy to me because I don't know. Like, here's the thing. He got a restraining order against his baby mom, okay? That's not so hard.
Will he ever get his comeuppance? I don't know. I really don't know because, I mean, I think it depends on whether his supporters wake the fuck up. That's really what it is. Because I know a lot of people like to shit on Phil and blame him for being greedy and all that. But let's be honest, the people that allow it, the people that subsidize his bullshit, subsidize his lifestyle, they probably hold the bigger, you know what I mean? Like they hold, you know, it's kind of like when people run scams. Do you blame the scammer or do you blame the idiot that got scammed? It's the Obi-Wan Kenobi paradox. You know, who's the bigger fool? The fool or the fool that followed him? You know what I mean? Who's the bigger idiot? So I don't know, man. I guess it all depends. It really depends on if the people that support him allow him to continue doing what he's doing. And apparently none of his fucking dents hold him accountable whatsoever. You know. And you know, they gone to a point with DSP where he feels comfortable now. Like he lost 1 Minute Man, gone, and what happened? Someone just stepped up and replaced him. So there's always people replacing his whales, and he's already kind of accustomed to that. And he'll even say it in your face. He'll be like, "All right, whatever. I lose a couple whales. It doesn't matter because there'll be another few more whales behind that person that are willing to pick up the fucking slack." So I think it all depends on it all depends, man. Don't open up my email. All right, brother. Don't be sending me no prawn, brother. Okay, unless it's gate porn. That's okay. You can send me gate porn.
To do as long as you can easily prove that there's been some kind of harassment. And let's be honest. Yes, Dale is A-logged every day by tons of people on the internet. You can prove harassment pretty easily. He has access to these Discord logs. There it is. If she's just talked with those people, there's your evidence of harassment. So it's crazy because people on the internet are going crazy right now and they're like, oh, good, big W for.
Oh, yeah. I remember that clip where he said incest was perfectly fine. As long as you're not hurting anybody or some shit. Whose business is it?
LTG because he represented himself in court and won. Yeah, but really, this wasn't a big deal. This was a restraining order. This was not him in a criminal case or a big civil case where it was a ruling and he won being his own lawyer. This was just, hey, someone's harassing me. Here's the evidence. Okay, granted.
Again, I love how Phil doesn't this was actually done in family court. This is a family court jurisdiction. So essentially, it's a local township. He went to City Hall. He paid $200. He got a court case, and he tried to file. He probably initially filed a temporary restraining order. He got the temporary restraining order, and then this was the hearing to see whether they were going to extend it or not. And most times, you really don't need a lawyer for this. Again, he's trying to make this seem like this was the Supreme Court when it really wasn't. This was just someone. It's almost it's akin to small claims court, okay, Phil? So stop making it seem like it's so dramatic. Like, oh shit, they were in front of a 3-judge panel, and they were discussing whether, LTG was going to go to jail or not. No, it was just a simple, somebody's harassing me. I want a restraining order, and the judge reviewed it. They saw the evidence, and they granted the restraining order for 3 fucking years. That's all this was.
All right. If he's actually going to try to get custody of his daughter, that's a whole different ballgame. He has to prove to a judge that he is the better parent for this girl. And I don't know how that's going to happen. When he said the things he said on his streams, like all that has to happen is a few clips are played of the heinous things he said on his streams over the years. And the judge will be like, you said this about your daughter. Like, how could you be a parent or a good parent? I don't.
Again, DSP, man, you really need to get the fuck off the internet. You need to stop living your life from the lens or perspective of the internet. You really need to do that, Phil, because you have no clue how any of this fucking works, man. You really fucking don't. You really think that a YouTube clip of him calling his child an anthropomorph or whatever is really going to sway a judge to decide, is the judge going to say, well, you know what? His mother, the mother of the child is a crackhead, but we have a video clip where you called the child an anthropomorph or whatever. He's such a fucking idiot, man. He really needs to just go touch grass. And this is the mindset that makes him believe that he can actually sue detractors. He really can. Like, this is the mindset that he thinks, someone posting a video making fun of him is slander, and he could take this person to court and they can end up in jail for 2 years. Again, it's the Cyrax fucking mentality where they sit on top of fucking they sit on Chat GPT and they ask Chat GPT random questions and they get like these snippets of very vague answers and they build their whole lives around that. Like, they build their whole lore or fan fiction around what Chat GPT stated in a question, in some random question that you ask. It's just insane, this guy. Like, really, I can't believe that this guy has managed to exist for 44 years in this world. Like, I don't know, man. And again, I'd said this before. You know, he makes me believe that there is a God. There is a God, and some higher being is watching over this idiot, because this idiot would forget to breathe if someone wasn't paying attention to him.
I don't know what he's thinking there, but who knows? Is he actually, let me put it this way. If he is stepping up to actually be a father, then good for him. If he's going to step up and be responsible and he actually wants to take care of this girl, more power to him, and I hope that he does the right thing. And, you know, so I hope that's what this is all about. I hope that maybe he's finally manning up and becoming responsible. But the truth is, when that happens, he's going to have to change his content. He can't be the same person that he's been all these years on his streams if he's now going to pretend to be a responsible guy who's going to take care of a daughter. You can't say these vile things on stream every day and then have someone you're legally responsible for who now is going to get harassed in school and with people around her because her dad said this on stream. So, yeah, it's kind of the same thing that I've said with guys like RTU or Review Tech USA over the years. This guy is taking his shirt off every day on stream. He's sucking pickles and kissing chickens. He's got kids. So his kids are going to get harassed because of that. He knows that, right? Like, it's just crazy to think that these people have families, but they act like this on the internet. So that's that. I said, you know, my piece on it. I got it out of the way. That was the elephant in the room. If I didn't talk about it, everyone was going to ask me about it nonstop. So I just wanted to get it out of there. However, I am not going to react live to his court case. It's 20 plus minutes. I'm not going to live react and pick him apart. You know, I saw it. Yeah. And that's my take on it. And that's that. Okay. So am I going to be talking about this daily? No. Am I going to make tons of videos on it? No. I'm good. I'm busy. I got lots of stuff to do, but people already asked me for my opinion. You got it. Now we can move on. Okay. There you go. Okay.
And again, who are the people that are asking you? The kick LARPers that are asking you, hoping that you crash out. Hoping that you crash out. And you know what? You took the fucking bait and you ran with it. And you spent 25 minutes talking about LTG and actually provided zero fucking insight. Zero insight whatsoever. And the best part about this all is you basically co-signed and said, yep, it's perfectly fine to talk about people's family. It's perfectly fine to talk about people's kids. It's perfectly fine to talk about someone's personal lawsuit against someone. It's all good. It's all fair game in Phil's eyes. So have at it, detractors. That's right. Dig into DSP's life. Yeah. Find out everything you can about him. Why not? Yeah. Cat's fair game. Yep. As far as I know, Kat has a job. She works at some type of department store. There you go. Have at it, man. Yeah, maybe, I don't know, maybe some detractor might want to go and interview Kat at her job and ask her about DSP and say, do you think it's perfectly okay for your husband to talk about someone's kid? And why not? Yeah, DSP said it's perfectly fine. It's okay. It's okay to A-log kids and family members. Why not? Good God. Why is this childish hermit giving input on parenting and morality? Because he thinks he knows everything. He actually thinks he's always the smartest person in every room, when he literally knows nothing about anything. He doesn't understand how the court system works. He doesn't even understand that this was just something that was filed in family court. It was probably a hearing that was established 6 months ago because LTG probably filed for a temporary restraining order, which is normally given. And then they set a court date, and then you present evidence. You don't need any lawyer. You essentially present your evidence, and then the judge decides whether they want to extend the order or whether they want to do away with it or they want to sunset it. It's nothing grand. It's nothing, oh my God. I'm pretty sure the baby mama probably wasn't even there. But he thinks, you know, this is fucking Supreme Court.
No, Mercury plays, I don't really hate LTG. Lie. I really don't.
Lie.
I think that the guy, sadly,
you're jealous of him.
If he didn't...
Oh, by the way, BV, brother, thank you for the 10 Jews. Thank you, brother.
Portray himself in such a manner
like
that
you?
He was this holier than thou, better than you narcissist.
Like you?
Then none of this would matter. And actually, I'd feel bad for the guy. I'd be like, damn, that's actually sad that he's going through this personal shit and it's all been exposed on the internet. But this guy's whole persona on the internet is such, he's a big shit. He's better than you at fighting games. He's better than you at life. You know, it's.
Can someone Google on can someone check Pig Go and see how many times DSP said I'm better than you? Can someone do that for me and give me a number of how many times Phil said I'm better than you or something to that iteration? I would appreciate it. I want to know how many times DSP has come on stream and claimed that he is better than people.
Ridiculous. And then when his stuff gets exposed, it's like, well, you're not perfect, dude. Take a look at all this shit, all these skeletons that were in your closet, but you were saying you were better than everyone else all along. Well, guess what? Well, now you got called out on it. And that's exactly what's happened here. And that's why it's kind of a weird situation where he decided to go to court publicly. He knew this would be public. He's going to admit that he has this daughter when every single stream for years he said he doesn't. So it doesn't even really make sense unless he thought that in this case, all right, the situation would be that it's the lesser of two evils, right? The lesser evil is to get the restraining order because the harassment's gotten so bad, but then to have to eat crow when he goes back on stream.
All right, right here, I Googled it. I Googled in just basically, I'm better than you. I have 29 entries of DSP claiming he's better than a certain person.
No, people were already saying that he already did another stream, but he must have done it when I was overnight or whatever.
450,
I don't know.
There you
know
go.
What I'm saying?
Good Jesus.
All right. Well, we're done with that topic. And if anyone says, hey, Phil, what's your opinion? I'm going to say, go check out the morning show because we just did a segment on it. It's done. And I don't want to talk about it anymore. We're good. We're moving forward. Okay? Cool. All right. So to summarize, for those who are just joining, Sony State of Play is today.
All right. Well, there you go, folks. There you go. Excuse me. A round of applause. Thank you, DSP, for clarifying your statement on A-logging your family. Okay? Now, again, that's not going to say that I'm going to do that. I'm not going to do that. Okay? I'm not going to harass Kat or her job or any of that. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to harass his parents. But if you want to do it, go ahead. DSP said it was perfectly fine. There you go. Thank you, Phil. I'm glad you clarified the rules of engagement when it comes to you. I appreciate it. Thank you. Because the one thing I enjoy is clarification. Because I want to make sure that, you know, I try my best, guys, not to break the terms of service of detracting. And it's good to know all the perspectives on what's okay and what's not okay when it comes to trolling. So, you know, I don't want to break the internet law. I don't want videos made about me, okay? All right. All right. And by the way, this thumbnail is fire. Look at this thumbnail. It's DSP here versus LTG and his poor child. And we have DSP flinging Pokemon cards at the poor child. That's right. Yes. That's right. That's one of my favorite thumbnails. I really like what I did there. Let's see. You get away with more than no. Yeah. Jesus Christ, man. I know. He's such a fucking hypocrite, man. He really. And you know what, too? By the way, he is so irrelevant, right? That no one really knows or follows or gives a shit about what he does. Like nobody. Yeah, thank you, Rock. Yeah, shout out ChatGPT for the amazing thumbnails. No one really cares. Can you imagine if he had a platform like, say, Asmongold, and he ran this type of shit that he was doing? My God, there would be news stories about him every single fucking day about the shenanigans and bullshit that he does. It would be great. He thinks that he would fly under the radar because people like him, because he's popular and people watch his content. Nah, man. Nope. Not at all. Literal brother, thank you, brother, for the 100.
Hello, Drew.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. Good God, man. You better be thankful, Phil, that you swim in such a small pool and people already either know about you or just do not give a shit about you. You should be happy, because if you were a bigger content creator and had more eyes on you, bro, you think he has you think he has stomach problems now. My God. All right, so well, I'm glad we covered that one. Definitely, that was a good one, man. That was crazy. I was listening to that yesterday, and I was like, projection, just projection. This is straight projection. What do you talk? And I got confused. I didn't know whether he was talking about himself half the time, or whether he was talking about LTG. I got very confused. So anyway, there you go, folks. That's it. Yeah. So the other thing I want to quickly cover is, of course, I did my numbers for the month. What's up? It's a Mad Penguin. How you doing? I did the numbers for the month. That's right. And DSP is not looking good for the man. Hold on a second. Here it is, folks, right here. I just want to quickly go over this real quick. So the main numbers are in 2025 to 2026, and this is what DSP Gaming did as for the business. That's right. So May 2026, he ended up pulling a total of $9,552. And then after all the fees and the adjustments, everything was done. You know, YouTube took its cut. He walked away with $8,231, which, hey, man, that's not bad, man. For being an e-beggar on the internet, that is not bad at all, man. Round of applause for e-begging. Yeah. $8,231. And I mean, how many people donated? 10 people, maybe? God. You got 10 people supporting this guy's life. Jesus Christ. All right. So he made $8,231, which is pretty significant. I mean, yeah, I mean. But last year at the same time, May 2025, DSP made actually $11,037. And then you take away the fees and the adjustment, and he walks away with $9,745. That's what he made. So essentially, he took a pay cut of $1,500 from this time, from May 2026 compared to 2025. Now, the interesting thing that I want to highlight here is how many super chats he's getting. So right here, you can see last year, his bulk of his support were kick subs. I mean, tips and kick subs. May 2025, it was kick subs and tips. That's where the money was going, right? Which is good for DSP because most of that money stays with him. Like, he keeps a bigger cut of it. But this time around, the only thing that saved this motherfucker was the super chats. He got nearly $5,000 in super chats. Now that's a problem because, of course, super chats, 30% goes automatic to YouTube. That's the biggest cut, which you know Phil hates. And that can explain the difference in the monetary compensation that he got. And I've been saying this for a while. I really think the fact that the detractors have been hammering the whole PayPal scam, where if you tip Phil, you know, you will give him your information. I think that we made a lot of headway this way. And I think people are just like, you know what? I'm not going to risk it. I'd rather give this guy a super chat. That way he gets none of my information and I still get to support him. But of course, sadly for Phil, YouTube takes a 30% cut. You know, the mafia comes in and makes sure, brother, to take their cut. Lord Diaz with the 5 viewer bomb. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you for rating me, man. Thank you, Lord. Let's give Lord Diaz a round of applause. He's the friend of the channel. I appreciate him very much. Thank you, brother. Lord Diaz, if you're in the chat, make sure, do me a favor. Why don't you post a link? Post a link to your things, and we'll hopefully get you some subs and some viewers or whatever. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. Big ups, man. If you want to drop it in Kick, drop both your links to YouTube and Kick, and I'll copy it over and pin it on YouTube for you, brother. Thank you. I appreciate you rating me. All right. So yeah, man, times are rough. Now this 8231 is what Phil used to pull back in 2023 before the Kino Casino days. So this is what he would make. He'd make on average between like just fan support or chat support, it was about $8,000. And then with his ad revenue, he'd get about another $2,000. So every month he walked away with about 10 grand before taxes, which is where we get the 120K yearly salary. That's how we determine 120K. Is the May giveaway done? Yes, the May giveaway is done. I will post the winner after the stream, and then I'll also post the June giveaway. So sorry, I just haven't had a chance to do that, but I'll do it after this stream. Did I miss the opening? Yes, it was at the very beginning. Duty gave away 3. If you guys want, I can replay the video. You guys can see it if you want. If not, it's fine. But I'll post the video after the stream. You can check it out. So I unpacked 3 packs of cards for free. When are you going to Japan? June 13th. June 13th, yes. Very excited. I can't wait. I got my passport. Everything's good to go. My buddy came through. I got my passport. I'm good to go. I'm ready to go. Yes, I'm very excited. Yes, for free, Mickey. Yeah, I didn't charge anybody. I was going to do one free one and then, you know, decide, you know what? I might as well just open up all 3 packs. So there you go. Yes, it was a free. No, Duty did not charge. Also, my guy, I'd be streaming them. All right, big ups, brother. Do me a favor. I'm not going to be there, but, you know, we'll definitely check you out. I'll be on. I'll check it out. Fallout New Vegas. Ooh, I like Fallout New Vegas. One of the better Fallouts. It saved my life. Fallout New Vegas saved my life, brother. It's going to be a lot of fun. All right, brother. Yeah, man. Post your do me a favor. Post your here. I mean, I'm gonna pin Lord Diaz. Big up Lord Diaz. And let me post it here for Lord Diaz. Yeah, man. Do me a favor. Post up your channel here. Hopefully, we'll get some people over there, brother. Yeah, so, okay. So, yeah, I mean, times are getting tough for Phil. And this May number would have been even worse if you didn't include the last week where he got the Pokemon Grift in there. So, these numbers would have looked pretty bad. Ooh, would have looked bad for him. That's right. Big ups. All right, you know what? Let me pin Vanguard. So, if you guys are looking for some gaming content, our boy Vanguard is going to be streaming tomorrow, man. So let's go check it out. I'll be there. I'll give him some support and some love. Definitely go check out Vanguard. You know, Fallout New Vegas saved my life. Saved my life. Not a problem, Lord Diaz, man. I appreciate you, brother. All right, so yeah, those are the numbers, man. The viewership is even in the gutter. If I remember correctly, he pulled in 550,000 viewers. That's all he pulled in.
That money, I really do.
I'm sorry, 4,500 viewers.
Will Phil get desperate enough to emulate Pokemon?
No, I don't think he would because he's worried about Nintendo fucking with him. And Nintendo doesn't give a fuck. Nintendo will fuck with him. And he thinks that all the detractors will reach out to Nintendo and report him. So no, I don't think he will do that. He's desperate, but I don't think he'll fuck with Nintendo. Nintendo doesn't play either. They don't give a shit. Nintendo will fucking sue you. So no, I don't think that's gonna happen. Radical, what he's gonna do is he's just gonna play all the old games. He'll bring back all the old games and play all the old Pokemon stream, all the old Pokemon games. So, I mean, he wage quit 007. We saw that. Oh, let's watch that, by the way. Yes, that's right. Wage quitting is back on the menu. That's right. Our boy Phil wage quit 007. Let's watch it. This was funny as all fuck. He went on a rant for about 9 minutes. So let's definitely watch. I've written Nintendo a lot. Pokemon Company is what I switched to. Oh, okay. All right, here you go. This is from yesterday's stream. Our boy Phil loses his mind.
She makes
support was slow.
She makes like video content of old games, like
I'm sorry,
Juggernaut.
baby.
Alright, if you're gonna have these conversations, can you please let me know?
I'm sorry.
You're being insanely loud.
I am. I'm
Loud.
sorry.
You're being insanely loud.
I was too loud, guys.
I gotta feel in trouble.
I'm sorry. My wife wants to go to sleep. I'm sorry, guys.
I'm sorry, baby. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, you cuck. You fucking cuck.
Says, what am I doing? Oh, nothing here says. I said it before, I'll say it again. If you take a few bites of a meal and it sucks, don't finish that meal. No brainer. Just end this game, my dude. Well, we're on consensus. I'm okay with it. Are we all in a consensus?
Big ups, Cam. Oh, you missed the
I'm late.
unpacking.
I'm sorry, baby.
You missed the unpacking, brother. We unpacked the Pokemon cards, and I did everyone a solid. I didn't charge anyone. It was free unpacking. We did the 3. I did clip the stream. I'm gonna post it as a video. So if you want to watch it, or you can rewatch the podcast.
He saw your video yesterday for sure. It's not a wage quit, guys.
Yes. He did talk about it today on the Daily Wrap. He did mention he had to make sure let everyone know that he didn't wage quit the game, which of course he did.
Here, I'm not kidding everyone.
Thank you, Radical Jones.
I mean, I'm talking directly with my audience all day, and it's not one audience or the other. The Kick audience hates it. The YouTube audience hates it. We're all sitting here. We're bored to tears. Can we stick a fork in this one? Like, why keep playing? I really gave it an honest try, did I not? We played the 5 hours. Today I played another almost 2 hours. Like, what are we waiting for?
Okay, I'm going to tell you right now why he wage quit this game. He wage quit the game because no one gave him $50 to open up a pack.
I need that money. I really
That's
do.
the reason why he wage quit it. The only reason.
For this, guys, where's the support? Crying face emoji. #free.
Because Brett, thank you, brother, for the $1.99. I appreciate it. Yes, the only reason why he wage quit this game was because no one gave him a $50 tip or super chat for him to open up packs. So now that's what he's going to do going forward. He's going to gauge the interest of the game on whether or not someone drops him a $50 super chat or tip to open up a card pack. Because now he's going to have to come up with an excuse why no one gives a shit about the card pack anymore. He'll say, well, they didn't like the game. That's why they didn't support for the card pack. So he's going to go forward wage quitting games based on whether or not someone supports the card packing. I guarantee it. I'm telling you right now. And it doesn't matter what the game is or what he's doing. If no one drops the $50 to open up a pack, he's just going to quit the fucking game. Yeah, the pack are the new goals, of course.
Gatorade with another $5 super chat says the devs of the Hitman reboot trilogy made this. How the mighty have fallen. Yeah, it's IO 101 or IOI, or the fuck the name of them are. It's supposedly them.
He's a
but
wage
you tell
quitter.
me what I'm supposed to be liking. I'm
loser.
so bored. Now at this point, now we're 7 hours in. 7 hours in.
Okay, I haven't played the game, but I've been watching a couple streamers play it. What is the consensus here? Did you like it? Did anyone play it? It looks interesting.
It can't be me. I'm the same guy. Acknowledgement.
Radical Jaws, brother. Thank you for the 279. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Oh, it's not that, you know, I've buried the grift to the point where people are sick of me saying, give me $50 for a Pokemon, you know, for a Pokemon pack. No, it's not that. It's something else. It has to be the video game. And let's not forget, remember folks, when he first started doing the card packs, it was, oh, we're only going to do it during Pokemon games or card games. Other than that, we're not really going to bring it up or anything or talk about it. Now it's every single fucking podcast. It's every single daily rap. It's every single intro at the beginning of the game. It's him talking about the fucking card packs. Just non-stop, man. Non-fucking stop. What's up, Dark Ross? How you doing, brother? Rick,
I just don't get it. I really want to know.
Yeah, Castlevania.
What people like about it. IO Interactive. That's right. That's what they're called. IO Interactive. I've had people come on my streams the last couple of days saying I platinumed it. Well, yeah, I'm sure you could. Yeah. I'm sure it's not that hard. If you haven't noticed, like nothing to the game. It's just very blasé. But again, it's 2026. This is supposed to be AAA level game. Very expensive, took a while to develop. Where's the game? Right? And I think what it is, I've explained this on my morning show. I'll end this with this explanation. When I started as a YouTuber a long time ago, okay, here's how I would work.
God.
I would, in the morning, go to GameStop to pick up the hot new release because you couldn't even digitally download these games anymore, right? Or back then, it wasn't available. You had to go buy it from the store. So you bought the game from the store.
I wanted to do a quick search real quick here. Real quick. All right. So I'm in Pig Go. Okay. I'm in Pig Go. Okay. I have Googled the term for $50. You know how many entries I get for $50? I get 62 results. That's what I get. Let me type in Pokemon. Let's see how many Pokemon references I get. No, I'm sorry. You know what? No. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Pokemon references. We get 1,307 references to Pokemon. How many for... Let's do a date. When did he start the pack? When did he start doing the pack? That was last week, wasn't it? I believe that was last week. Let's see how many times this fucker has said pack. Let's see. Hold on a second. All right, so we're what, April? Let's just say April because he started talking about this grift in April. So we're gonna do April 1st. All right, we're gonna do April 1st. Let's see how many times this motherfucker has brought up Pokemon. Okay, in a matter of a couple weeks, let's say 2 weeks, he has brought up the word Pokemon 601 times. Over 600 times this motherfucker has said Pokemon. Oh, good God. I wonder if I can narrow the Pokemon. You know what? Let me put Pokemon card. Let's see how many times he said Pokemon card. That shit is thinking. Okay, 59 results. In 2 weeks, he said Pokemon cards 59 times. Jesus fucking Christ.
You came home, you unpacked it, did an unboxing video. Everyone got hyped for the game. I would immediately pop the game into my console and I would play it nonstop for 2-3 days. beat the games within 2-3 days. The playthrough would be live on YouTube within 2-3 days, and I'm on to the next game. Now, I would rush through every game. I would hurry my way through. I wouldn't even pay attention to the plots. I would just try to arbitrarily beat the game, joking all the way, making sexual commentary, racial jokes, just pump my way through the game as fast as I humanly could, so I could get those videos out right away, get the views, make the money, and on to the next. That was my old formula, okay? At one point, that stopped being the way to make video game content. What ended up happening was I became an interactive streamer. When I'm an interactive streamer, what I'm now trying to do is a variety of content. I balance Bond with Castlevania Symphony of the Night, with a trading card game and a Pokemon game and Street Fighter. That way there's variety on my streams and I get a good audience coming for different kinds of genres of gaming. But there's no longer competition. There's no longer a reason for me to buy a game, rush out the playthrough. And because of that, now I'm more in-depth with my coverage. I play more of the game. I explore the story. I do side content. I really try to thoroughly explore the game and give you an honest feeling about what I think about it. So it's different, because back then it was get the game right away, pump it out, get the views, on to the next, and that was what I was known for. Today, I'm actually trying hard to entertain you through valid content.
You're failing,
not
brother.
just,
You're
Phil's the one who buys all the games, pumps the playthrough out right away. To be honest, as I already explained, so many influencers get games early, you can't even do that anymore. Unless you're a butt kisser or someone who's in on the industry and you're going to lie about every game and say they all are great, you're never going to be able to be the person to pump out a playthrough before anybody else. So now it's like the game has to be good on its merits or else I can't make it a good playthrough. All right? This game is not good in my opinion. This game is the most mid, boring, on rails, paint by fucking numbers game that I have played in a very long time. The sneaking, boring and mid. The gunplay, boring and mid. The story, boring and mid. Nothing about it stands out. Nothing is unique. Nothing.
It sounds like a DSP gaming stream.
Nothing is worth playing. You can completely skip the game like it never existed and you miss nothing. Why do they keep making AAA games like this? Whenever you used to buy a AAA game, it was a must-play experience, and if you didn't, you missed out. And now you felt like you don't even know what's going on in gaming culture because you didn't play BioShock, because you didn't play Uncharted, because you didn't play Mass Effect. You missed out.
Driz, I'm gonna ban you for being a moron, okay? He's 44 years old, okay? Not 43.
Now, you can skip every fucking game, and it doesn't matter, because it was just a derivative offshoot of something you've already played that was already better.
Driz, apologize right now. I'm gonna ban you, okay?
So who gives a fuck about First Light? Fuck this game.
It needed more yellow paint.
Why are people saying it's Game of the Year? That's a disservice to good games. Stop.
You created the monster. Now deal with it. Well, there you go, Phil. You created the monster all these years, bitching and complaining about games being hard and not holding your hand. And here we go. All right.
Most people will tell you something's good because they're benefiting from it. This game is not good. If you want to do an on-rails movie 007 game, good for you. Enjoy. But don't say it's the best fucking game of the year. That's dishonest.
No, I'm good.